Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's kids playing hockey here.
Future superstars.
Beautiful.
Going in
building.
the nosebleeds, boys. All right. Going in.
Oh, look at this. Very cool. Awesome. Very excited to have the one and only Laser from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Laser. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
The Rangers score. Boo.
Can you hear me? Yeah? Yeah, that's wild. Okay. This is craziness. I'm watching the game in the bar. This is the, I'll show you guys. I'm literally, we're in a bar here. We make it happen here. Nothing is perfect, you know?
Here we are with the one and only Mr. Jake from Jake's Takes Hockey. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing today?
That's right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Russell is the best. He's the secret master of the universe. Yes. And he's come to this realm to set us free and deliver a cup to Vancouver, I think. Russell is a gift from the gods, I think. What do you want? You want to say hi to anyone on the stream? You want to say you want to say shout out to anybody? Any advice, words of wisdom? We got 2-1 Canucks right now. Justin, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that nice ice getting all clean.
There you go. Go Canucks, go! All right.
Yeah, literally the back row, boys. It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to join you guys.
Witten and Jordan from Canucks Uncensored. How you guys doing today?
Awesome.
We're good, Russell. Thanks so much for having us on.
David wins it, goes forward and gets a shot, goes wide. Carr puts it behind the net. Time! Oh, I just got lightheaded! 3-2, Canada wins. I scared the crap out of Dobby. Boys! Boys and girls! We did it! Canada wins! Binnington with some killer saves in overtime, and Connor McDavid, the man we were giving so much crap to through this whole game, wins the game! I'm so red in the face! Look at how red my face is! It's Canadian face! Oh, in Boston, boys! We win it in overtime! This is the man, the myth, the legend, the Blue Line Hockey. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
How you doing today?
Things are great. Thank you for the wonderful intro, and thank you for having me on. And truly a big fan of what you are doing on your channel as well. So keep it up, man. It's really, really good.
We're in the second row, so we're doing all right.
Live from Rogers Arena, Michael Saunders with that beautiful mustache on his face. There it is. Look at that. A live look in, Rogers Arena, Mike and Zach.
Russell, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing really good. It's nice to see you.
Great to see you. It's always fun popping into the streams every once in a while when I get a chance, and nice to finally be chatting with you.
How are we? Guys, this is awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Everyone's been very excited to have you on. The word got out and people started getting very excited. So thank you very much for doing this and joining us today.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
Yeah. We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We are very happy to welcome Brandon Assel to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We are pleased to welcome to the show Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Passionate, realistic, honest. Rev Trev.
Let's go. Let's get some passion going. There's some actual hockey playing.
Smith plays it right across the zone. Bolana with a shot. Score! The Edmonton Canucks from the blue line! Shot through a crowd! And the Canucks have won it in overtime! Just like that, game one is over! And you don't have to wait much longer, because the Abbotsford Canucks have won game one with 14:09 left to go in the overtime period! Woo! Charlotte wins the draw. They skate in. They take a shot towards the net. Goes high and wide. Comes around. In behind. Into the corner. And just like that, be resilient. Next man up. The Abby Canucks, no doubt, never lost 2 games in a row in this Calder Cup Finals. And the Abby Canucks are Calder Cup champions. Woo! Can you believe it? What's up, everyone? It's Russell Holiday. It's Nothing is Perfect. It's time for some Vancouver Canucks hockey against the Edmonton Oilers. Third game of the year between these two teams. The rubber match, if you will, between these teams. This will be the third time they've met this year. Black skate night. So we got the black skate theme going on around us, which is good to see. I prefer when they wear the black skate. I believe they're going to be wearing the black skate like the next 4 games or something like that, if I remember correctly. So that's good to see, right? We love the black skate. Much better than the whale jersey. So, got some guests on tonight. We got some stuff to talk about. We got some lineups to talk about. We got some stats to go through. See, we're like down in the standings right now. So, as of right now, I've got the Toronto versus Winnipeg game on my screen right now. Toronto somehow tied it up, those sons of guns. So right now, Winnipeg looks like they will be getting at least a point here. So they will move up to at least 44 points, which puts us far back now. So that puts us 7 points behind. And then if Winnipeg can pull off, and then Taves put it off the post on the power play. Crazy. Yeah, so we are keeping our eyes on the out of town scoreboard, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so it should be fun. We are going to be cheering for a whole bunch of different stuff. Yeah, that's a big L there for you, Firefighter Prez. I'm glad they got rid of that message. We don't need any bullshit like that in our chat, my dude. You can say whatever you want, but you shouldn't be smack talking women's hockey, bro, because I am going to be talking about the Golden Knights, so you can go fuck yourself. Oh, that was aggressive. I'm sorry, Firefighter Prez. Oh my God, I don't know where that came from. Let's see. I'm getting ahead of myself again. I'm getting to chat. Let's start off by having a look at the lineup for the night. So we got Canucks versus Oilers. There's Dustin, there's Dobby, there's the Whale. We're going to have Dave Hall on the show tonight. So I pre-recorded an interview with him yesterday. So we're going to play the first part of that interview, mostly related to the Abbotsford Canucks. And then we're going to get the second half of the interview on Monday when the Canucks play the Islanders. And that'll be a lot of stuff about the prospects that are playing over in Europe and stuff like that. So, but this is how the lineup looks tonight. Canucks versus Oilers. We're going to start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people who are already in chat waiting for this game to get started. We're going to go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need. There's a lot of Wayne Gretzky in that. I mean, no surprise there, right? Between these two teams. Canucks starting lineup, which has been put in a blender once again. The top lineup, the top line's not bad, and the fourth line's not bad. Even there's actually only one line. This is 3 out of 4 lines I'm fine with. There's only one line that I don't like, and that's just because I don't like the players on that line. So, Foot might have actually finally nailed it. During the first intermission, Dustin Boydell will be by. We'll do the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. We'll go through the ups and downs of the first period of play, and then we'll get into all the latest Canucks news. There's a lot of Canucks trade rumors going on, so we're going to address some of those and see what people are thinking about it. Let's see. I do kind of want to do a poll question too. Oh yeah, and then second intermission, Dave Hall. Like I said, part 1 of my interview with Dave Hall, and then we'll finish it up next Monday. And then post-game show, Dustin Boydell will be back, and we'll break down everything that happens between these two Western Canadian rivals. Cool? All right, let's hop in chat. Before I start swearing at more people, I guess. Oh, first one in the chat. So before I turned on the computer, we had Prickfetti was here saying, Coconuts, go, Coconuts, go, Coconuts, go. Coach Rob Willie was here. He says, hi, everyone. W. Trevor Linden. Zach was here. Go, Vancouver. And I'm sure he's watching. But Zach, I'm sorry. I'm cheering for Winnipeg. Although they did get a point, so maybe I shouldn't get greedy. Swerve Irvin's here. Evelyn's here. I'm going to be here, but I'm at the River Kings game. That's so fun. I hope you have fun at the River Kings game. Connor Cahill is here. I have got to admit the Bills and the Broncos game was mad as hell. That could very well be the Super Bowl right there. And then Ryan H is here. He's like, Coconuts glow, exploding volcano. Coconuts glow, exploding volcano. Coconuts glow. Dobby.
And then Fangirl got here and he said, hey, everyone. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Connor. Hi, Zach. Hi, Ryan. Hey, Fangirl. Calvin99 Charlie says, oh no, my name isn't green. Won't be green until Wednesday. Won't be. Yep, there we go. Hachiko's watching from... It looks like Hachiko's watching from Mexico. What part of Mexico are you in, Hachiko? Just over the border, or are you out there with some family? What's going on? What's going on? Slap shots only, says Van Isle. Yeah, LFG laser. Yeah, 62 seconds AD. 62 seconds AD. Might as well make Russ more money. Ah, it was a 62-second ad. That's what you were saying. I was reading it like you were saying it as a date. The year was 62-second AD, and that was about to be midnight on the BC. Or no, I guess that would be just after midnight then. Hey, Russell, did you see the start of the Seahawks 49ers game? Wow, what a start. I have not seen anything. I have not. But I hear that my 49ers are losing, so I'm a little sad about that. Patty is here. Evelyn is here. They're swerving using all the custom emojis. Just crazy. That's a lot of custom emojis. Welcome, swerving. See what else we got. Cadet Dalton is here. Duncan, welcome to the stream. And then Ryan says, I'd like to see a win tonight, which I can put up. So that's the first one we can put up. And then Big Mac says, yo, what's shaking, everybody? Nice to see you, Big Mac. Tillo's here, too. That's nice to see. I heard Tolopilo was starting tonight. This is true. Spoiler alert. No Draisaitl, no Lank. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really say nice things or treat the Oilers with respect ever, but unfortunately, it sounds like Draisaitl had to leave to go back to Germany. He's got a sickness in the family. So our thoughts are with the Draisaitl family and hoping that everything works out okay for him. It was Max Domi scoring the goal. Celebrating like they just won the cup. Look at that. There's lots of Leafs fans there in Winnipeg. Yeah, oh no, I changed my mind. I'm okay. I would have been okay with, Berube is going to be yelling at the refs anyways, even though they won the game. What a stupid moron. Lankinen is sick. Yeah. Hey guys, what's up, Bobby? Hi, Bobby. How are you? We're good. Doing good, Mac. Building a Skidoo engine as I listen, watch. Bro, a Skidoo? Is that like the one that goes on the water? Dude, that's awesome. Firefighter, I think we should use it to draft Stenberg, not trade it away. Hey, Bobby. Hey, everyone, at my kid's game tonight, so I'll be on and off. What? That's very cool. What position does your kid play, Kayla? What's going on in the game before us? Oh, look, I think Firefighter might have unsubscribed. What's going on in the game before the Vancouver is still going on? The Maple Leafs have won in overtime on a goal from Max Domi, assisted by Mr. Austin Matthews on a 2-on-1 in overtime. So, at least they still got a point. I played 46 at my competition. Congratulations, Cadet. What was the competition, my dude? Sorry, I meant Firefighter. Another typo because my phone keyboard is so effing small. Nursey is back. Sarah Nurse scored in her first return to the Golden Knight lineup. And first game against her former team, the Toronto Scepters. That is Nursey's back again. Nursey's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Black Skate versus Yellow Snow. What? I think Nursey's back is Jay Bacot. I believe. My suspicions are. Sarah is by far the best nurse in the family. Correct. Sarah is way better than Darnell. Correct. How did we lose to the Blues? How did we lose to the Blues? Who lost to the Blues? Let's see. Who lost to the Blues tonight? I don't see anyone losing to the Blues. Was that the other day, Duncan? I care about women's hockey. I just forgot about the game today. No clue. Never apologize, Russ. Thank you. You'll love to see it. Oh, it looks like Montreal just won it in overtime, too. Oh no, that's just the third period. So they tied it up. Montreal just tied up in the third period. Corbin's clapping me on. Well said. Beef jerky. We'll be right back, says Van Isle Tillo. They have talented players and they decided to show it. Laugh out loud. I had beef jerky for breakfast. I like me some beef jerky. What was it? What was the flavor? Was it like smoky? Was it sweet? What kind of beef jerky was it? I'm sure we all respect women's hockey. I do. I love the Golden Knights. They're awesome. Sometimes I'd rather watch the Golden Knights than the Canucks because, let's be honest, the Canucks are 32nd. At least the Golden Knights moved out at last place. They moved past the Seattle Torrent today. Been a strange season so far. I had a peach mango ginger ale. That sounds good, Tillo. I respect women's hockey. Good, Duncan. Even though I don't root for any teams. Well, Duncan, I would invite you on to the Vancouver Golden Knights bandwagon. There's lots of room. We appreciate your support if you want to support it. If you diss women's sports, you get the hammer. Glad you are all respectful here. Go Jets, says Leah Herring. Yeah, they couldn't pull it off. Those damn Jets. But hashtag, at least they got a point. And then Derek Wang's back and he says, I say, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Nail him in the foot. Let's call him Marv. For sure, Chico. Women's hockey is sometimes better than men's hockey. Just saying it can be more entertaining. Correct. When Canada versus USA happens in women's hockey, it is a war, and I love to see it. Low-key real, Colin. Jailbreak rule is one example I wish the NHL had. Wouldn't that be sick? We were the first Western Canadian team in the NHL, and people still hate our guts. Yep. They do. Go Canucks glow. Go Canucks glow. Go Canucks glow. This is Dijon Mustard. How'd you go? That looks so fun, eh? Yep. This game will be on CBC Gem. Oh, the Canucks game is on CBC Gem, so you can watch it for free on the internet. That's great. Canucks Oilers heated rivalry. Yep. If there's two players, if there's a player from Edmonton and a player from Vancouver that we wanted to see date each other, who would it be? First poll question. With the jailbreak rule, does that mean who had the penalty? Do they still get the full penalty? I'd assume so, right? So if you score shorthanded, your whoever's in the box gets out. It's amazing. I'm in BC, which coincidentally happens to be a state in Mexico. That's weird. You're in Mexican BC. Hashtag Mexico has better BC. Nuck, Barbershop's here. Nuck's 0-9 against my Oilers, so I'm 100% convinced Nucks win today. It's how Oilers roll. No. I insist, Barbershop. The victory is all yours because here on Nothing Perfect, we're going for tank, baby, tank. Yeah, we're cheering for your team tonight. Well, we're not cheering for the others because let's be honest, I'm not a big fan of them. But you know what? If you win, that's fine too. Prickfetti says, Leafs win. Humongous is here. Always got to beat the Coilers. Canucks go, Canucks go, Canucks go. Calvin, if you pay for my travel, I can come see Canadian BC and make a judgment. Only if you pay, though. Hockey Night Canada is rigged. Why do 70% of Leaf games always go to OT? I mean, why do all of the Maple Leaf games happen at 4 o'clock regardless of what city they're playing in? That's a good question. Oilers first round exit. That would be funny. The arena's demolition isn't done yet. I just stopped. Oh, you're just out there knocking it down. Beef dip pings. Beef die pings? Beef dippings? Get that win to increase Kane's trade value. I agree. Beef dippings. Welcome to the stream, my dude. I see you got there's a lot of gray names in this chat today, eh? Oilers winning the cup. Snow Sea-Doo goes on the water. Snow Sea-Doo goes on the water. Sea-Doo goes on the water. Ski-Doo goes on the land. That makes sense. I understand now. Avs will lose in the first round. I don't know, man. They were really good. They're actually like insanely good. Who me? A lady never tells. Ottawa, Montreal going to OT now. Yeah, 24 seconds left. Not, getting close. Just Incredible in the chat. What's up, my dude? All right, Oilers don't have Draisaitl tonight. He took a leave of absence from the Oilers. Canucks, unfortunately, might win tonight. Hey, you never know, man. You never know. The lines are actually looking pretty good tonight, which I like. Justin, I don't like that attitude. Laugh out loud. Oilers sent to pathetic franchise in Pacific. Sent to pathetic franchises in the Pacific into a rebuild in Vegas is next. You are not the reason we win. You cannot take credit. We are all about self-inflicted wounds, Barbershop. I will not argue with you that we are absolutely terrible, but I will not give your team credit for setting us here. We did it all on our own. It's called self-implosion. My Seahawks are killing your Niners. Oh no, Riley. Oh no. Poll question? Yes, let's do a poll question. All right. So who gets traded first? Because there's a bunch of players that are on the block apparently. So these are like the ones that I think are the most prevalent for the rumors. So we're going to go with who gets traded first. And then I'll put him in here too because there have been rumors about him. So you have 4 options. Who gets traded first? Kane, Sherwood, Hoglander, or EP40? There's your poll question. Callum McKenzie, thank you for reminding me. So make your thoughts known. Connor Gill, so Linus Allmark was skating with the Senators team today. I can't imagine the very awkward interaction in the locker room. Hi, Russell. This is Patty, our favorite grandma. 10 years of McDavid with no cup, says Tillo. That is a good point. Yeah, 10 years with the greatest player in the league currently, and you have no cups. Ooh, that's a tough look. Isildur's here. What's up? Hey, I just realized in no number 1 hippie for a Leafs treat. How am I number 1? This is dumb. Are you number 1 in the standings right now? Oh, you are. I think you must have, because you commented earlier. Look at that in our fake. Oh, that's not the button I want to push. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. Prickfetti's number 1. Prickfetti's number 1. Prickfetti's number 1. McKinnon took 10 years, and it took him 10 years to even hit a 100-point season. That is true. Yeah, maybe it is your year then. But McKinnon does have a cup. Kent McGuire's here. Sup, all? Never thought I'd say this, but go Oilers! Oh my gosh. Doesn't it feel dirty? You have like an oil taste in your mouth. Hoping for a Nuge Hattie against his hometown team in his 999th game. Wouldn't that be funny? Let's see. I think I've said hello to everyone who has arrived. So we want to Jets tank, Jets tank, Jets tank. And then Zach shaking hands with Prickfetti. Good game. No, Russ, Oilers would suck if not for their golden boy rat, number 97, and his German boyfriend. If I was a betting man, Nucks win tonight and Kane has 2 points. Oh my gosh, don't put that evil in this chat. Barbershop, it's even worse. Barbershop's encouraging us to win and I don't like it. It's weird. How does a heel return make you feel about the tank? Guy can win you a game, or worse, we can see another bump on the head and more bad news. I trade him chance at a cup. Oh, looks like the Montreal Canadiens have just defeated the Ottawa Senators in overtime. Very quick too, 33 seconds into the overtime. Derek, man, I'm so scared. Like, I don't want to see some guy get horribly injured, right? Like, I don't want to see that. So, but the thing is, I don't think he can stay in the lineup. So I don't think I'm too worried about him hurting the tank. Oh my goodness, my mom's in chat. Oh my God, people, everyone be cool. Be cool, my mom's in chat. She's a mod too, look at her. She's got the wrench. I even showed her how to ban people too, so be careful, all right? Hello, Wendy. Hello, mommy. You're just in time for the stats that you want, but you don't really need between the Vancouver Canucks and the Edmonton Oilers. So the Canucks playing on Saturday night have played 880 times. They are exactly at 500. They've won 379. They've lost 379. And they have 122 overtime losses, shootout losses, /ties. When they play at home on Saturday night, they're 215, 157, and 57. That's a really good number, eh? What is that? 40, 55. They're 58 games above 500. So if they can go up to 59 games above 500. On the road, they're not on the road, but they're 164, 222, and 65. So this is a good stat. How about January 18th? The Canucks have played on January the 18th 21 times. They are 9, 6, and 6. They've played 12 of those games at home. In those games, they're 5, 3, and 4. So they're pretty much 500, right? Right? You look at 9, 6, and 6. Even though it's technically 3 games above 500, I would still put this pretty much, let's make this even, right? Like 500, 500. So playing their 13th game on January the 18th. Canucks versus Oilers, they've played 274 times. Overall, the Oilers do have the advantage with 10 more wins in the entire series between these two teams. And at home, the Canucks are 10 games above 500. So that means they're 20 games below 500 in Edmonton. But again, an even split here too, which is interesting to see. So tonight will be the 138th game here. So the Canucks have a chance to get their 65th win against the Oilers on home ice. In the last 10 games these two teams have played, the Canucks have only won 4 games and they have allowed 6 defeats. Oh no. Let's see. Where is this one? Where is it swerving? Wendy, your son is a lifesaver. Thank you. Calvin99 Charlie. Wendy Gorner is really your mom. That's so cool. Welcome. Yep. Hi, Wendy. Everyone loves it when my mom shows up. You're all very well behaved. Oh, we already had to yell at someone already. They were making fun of women's hockey, Wendy. Can you believe that, Mom? Somebody was in here making fun of women's hockey, so we had to use some colorful language. Wendy Gorner, please tell us the most embarrassing story of Russ when he was a kid. Oh my goodness. I wonder what she's going to come up with. All right. So the Canucks are 4-6 against the Oilers in the last 10 games. They've only scored 25 goals. They only scored 2.5 goals per game in the last 10, and they allow 3.7. That is terrifying. It should also be noted that between these two teams, they have played 3 times on January the 18th. The season series is 1-1-1. So the Canucks are 1-1-1. The last time they played on January 18th was actually last year, exactly to the day. So this is the 1-year anniversary of the Canucks defeating them on the 18th. They won 3-2 on January the 18th, 2025. And the Canucks versus the Oilers on Saturday, this will be the 90th time they've played on Saturday night. The Canucks are 43, 33, and 13. They are 15 games above 500 on home ice against the Oilers. They will have completed a whole half season now on Saturday against the Oilers. They're 25, 10, and 5, 18, 23, and 8 in Edmonton. So not too bad, right? So we're looking at good stat, 50-50 stat, good stat, really bad stuff except for the last one, and then a good stat. So, 3 out of 4 ain't bad, right? There is no very negative stats other than their last 10 games. So, let's go and have a look at the scoring leaders now. Brock Besser, 19 goals, 15 assists, 34 points against the Edmonton Oilers. He is our current leader for points, assists, and goals. We're talking about the Canucks versus the Oilers on Saturday. Marcus Naslund, our former captain. Marcus Naslund has 17 goals against the Oilers on Saturday in 28 games. Henrik Sedin has 31 assists and leads overall with 37 points in 45 games. He's played 45 games against the Oilers on Saturday, which is wild. We're looking at the stats on January the 18th. Quinn Hughes had 2 goals in 1 game. I'm going to assume that's probably from last year. 2 players have 2 assists in a game, and 2 players have 3 points in 2 games. Neither one of those is Hughes, actually, because he only has the 2 goals on January the 18th. He has no assists. And then all-time against the Oilers, Sedin. This doesn't even tell me which Sedin it is. I failed myself. You'll have to guess. It's probably Daniel Sedin. That's what I'm going to go with. Daniel Sedin with, let's just put it in there. Henrik Sedin with 67 assists. 96 times he played against the Oilers, which is hilarious. And then Daniel Sedin with the overall. He had 84 points in 93 games. Now, current leader for the Oilers is Draisaitl. He's got 29 goals in 50 games. McDavid has 46 assists in 44 games. He's got more than an assist per game against the Canucks. And McDavid with 70 points in 44 games. He's flirting with like 1.7 points per game or something like that. Like, it's wild stuff. Gretzky had 13 goals against the Canucks on Saturday in 16 games. He also had 27 assists. That's 40 points in 16 games on Saturday. Oh my God. Imagine Hockey Night in Canada when the Oilers had Gretzky. Because he also leads the January 18th. He had 4 goals against the Canucks in 2 games. Paul Coffey has the most assists, 6 assists in 2 games. And 7 points. So Paul Coffey in 2 games on January the 18th had 7 points. Not 7 assists. What is this kind of nonsense on here? Let's update that right now. So Paul Coffey, the all-time leader for goals is actually Jari Kurri, which is interesting. He had 55 goals in 70 games against the Canucks. Wayne Gretzky had 103 assists against the Canucks in 64 games for the Oilers. That's insane. And overall, he had 153 points against the Canucks in 64 games. That's 2.4 points per game against the Canucks overall. Oh my God. I'm so glad I wasn't like able to understand the Canucks. I was like, when he was playing, I was born in 84, right? So like my first memories were 94. So I got to miss Wayne Gretzky with 153 points in 64 games. That's absolutely wild. Hey gang, out of work function tonight, so won't be on. Here's hoping for a win. Have fun, Eric Hunter. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. Have fun at your work function. Don't get too drunk. Oh, my Lord is here, and he's like, before the game starts. Trey DP Party! Welcome, oh my Lord. Nice to see you. All right, let's look at the team stats, because they're probably about to disappear here. So like I said, it is the rubber match. The Oilers won the first game. The Canucks won the second game 4-3 in overtime. So this is game 3. McDavid has 7 points. Draisaitl not playing tonight, but he has 4 goals. And McDavid has 5 assists in the last 5 games. EP40 has the most points and most goals. 2 goals, 3 points. And then Linus Karlsson with the most assists, getting demoted to the 4th line. Spoiler alert. The Oilers are first on the power play. Not a surprise there. 33%. The Canucks are 18th, so they have slipped a little bit lately. The Canucks penalty kill is also terrible, 31st. So the second worst penalty kill versus the best power play. That's terrifying. And the Oilers' penalty kill is pretty average, right? Right in the middle of the league, 16th. When it comes to faceoffs, they're 4th best, 52%. The Canucks are 24th at 48%. And then when it comes to goals for, the Oilers are 6th best with 3.3, 22nd with 3.23 against. And then 2.64 for the Canucks and 3.6 against. They're the second worst in the league there. The Oilers are 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. So they're actually on a 2-game losing streak right now. And they are missing Draisaitl. So it should be interesting to see. However, if the Canucks can manage to lose tonight. Oh, and it's all gone. See, that's why we did that quick. I do want to. Actually, let's just quickly go back to the bar. Canucks. I have this on my phone, but I forgot to put it on here. So we have a chance to tie the longest winless streak ever. So here's the stats that you want, but you don't really need because they're kind of depressing. The Vancouver Canucks in 97-98 had 2 10-game winless streaks. And you're like, man, that's brutal. And then my wife, Crystal, was like, what happened in 85-86? They had 3 10-game winless streaks in 85-86. Can you believe that? So if you feel bad today that the Canucks have not won a game in 10 games and are winless in 10, don't worry. It could be worse. You could be watching a Messier captain team get 2 winless streaks, 10-game winless streaks, or 3. So, but if the Canucks do lose tonight, they will enter this realm, tie the 4th most winless streak in a row with 10, which is not great. But we're going to talk about it anyways, because why not? Canucks have played 47 games. They're 16, 26-5 for 37 points. The Oilers have played 1 more game. They're 23, 17, and 8 54 points. So there is a wide margin between these two teams. What is that? 17 points between these two teams. The Oilers' hardest shot comes from Ekholm at 98.4 miles per hour. But the Canucks do have an average shot speed that is about just under 2 miles per hour faster, which is interesting. So the Canucks do take the edge in shot speed. No surprise here, the Oilers, McDavid with their fastest speed burst, almost 25 miles an hour, which is wild. And as you can see, they do lead in all categories. So edge in shot speed to the Canucks, edge in speed to the Oilers. The last 10 games, they're going to jump right into it. Oh my God. They're not giving us any warning. All right. Let's reset the game clock and get it started. The puck has been dropped. And we'll do the top back over to the bar. We'll skip over the rest of the stats there. But we will give you guys the opening lineup here while the game is already started. So offensive lines here. What does that? All right, let's go like this. Offensive lines. Top line is going to be Liam Ogren, promoted to play alongside EP40 and Brock Besser. And then second line's Jake DeBrusk. David Kampf is our second line center again with Evander Kane. That's the only line I don't like. Atu, Drew O'Connor, and Connor Garland playing together. So that could be a fun line. And then Archie Bains, Max Sasson, and Linus Karlsson. The Calder line has been reunited. So you do love to see that. And then on defense tonight, the pairs are the same as they have been. So it is going to be Marcus Pettersson, Phil Hronek playing on the top pair. We got Zeev Buium playing together with Tyler Myers on the second pair. And then the third pairing is going to be Vilander playing on his off wing with Vittorio Mancini. And then because Lankinen is sick tonight, we got Nikita Tolopilo in the net. Puck to the front of the net. So there is your starting lineups for the night. And then Connor Hill with the first dono of the night. My favorite number, 92. Getting on the top line, baby! Pound it. You love to see it. Yeah, congratulations. Your boy has been promoted to the top line. Oh, Tolopilo makes a save on Roslovic. Rebound comes out. Canucks cleared up to the blue line and just out. Oilers with 2 shots now. Thank you very much, Connor Hill, for your $2 dono. I appreciate you. And thank you for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. Ekholm fires it towards the net. I think he might have hit his own man in front there. Drew O'Connor picks it up. He'll try and play it across the zone for Garland, but that gets intercepted. And they'll dump it in. Myers will pick it up there. Mancini plays it up the boards for Archie Bains, who receives the pass, spins, and gives it up. Oilers bring it in. Max Sasson takes the man down. And I think that was Roslovic looking at the ref, hoping for a call on the play. Oh, it's Mangiapane. No surprise there. I'm going to try really hard not to swear at Mangiapane because my mom is in the chat. I can't swear in front of my mom. Russ, I'm watching you on my Switch Lite tonight. That's weird. Can you do that? Is that a thing? How do I look? How's the hair? How do I look on a Switch Lite? All right, EP40 picks up the puck in his own zone. He makes a move out from behind the net. Nice move. Skates over the blue line. Over the whale at center ice. Dishes the puck to the side for Besser, who puts it back to the blue line. Hronek puts it down low for Ogren. Ogren fires it towards the net. That one gets blocked. And now Marcus Pettersson fires it towards the net. Ogren gets the rebound, puts it back for Hronek. Plays it down low there for Besser. Besser puts it towards the front of the net. And then the rebound comes out and Hronek chops it just wide. The puck will ricochet out into the neutral zone. Marcus Pettersson picks it up there. Passes back for Besser, who puts it up for Ogren. He cuts over his own blue line. Passes up to the PD, but P was changing. He did not touch it because his man had already jumped on. Calvin's like, fusion! And then KJ Brazy's here, and he's like, salutations all. KJ Brazy in the house. What's up, my dude? Nice to see you. All right, the shots are 2-2. My mom got me KFC, and yours didn't, Russ. I want KFC. Mom! Mom, I want KFC. Mom, give me some KFC. Connor Gill saying, Colin Whitehead, that will never happen because of iconoclast behind the bench. Iconoclast behind the bench. Facepalm. Facepalm? Agreed with Swervin. Seeloffs isn't even on the team anymore. Yep. Pedersen, Ogren, Besterline equals Pogren. Poger? You like Poger? Is that what you're going for? Yeah, I can see that. The Poger line. Show me your Poger face. Oh, the Oilers bring the puck in offside. Hi, Eric. This is Fangirl. Callum McKenzie, like Coconuts. Wait! Trevor Linden. And then Big Mac's like, have fun, Hunter. Colin says, Connor, I think that would be the line. Would be awesome. But yeah, Foot would never do it, unfortunately. A sniper Curry was. Yeah, you're right about that, Isildur. Carlson chopping the puck wide of the net on a rebound. Probably our best chance so far. The Canucks are actually up to 4 shots now. Isn't that something? Wow, I wonder why they call him the Great One. Yeah, I know, right? 153 points in 64 games. Insane. Hi, Eric Hunters is calling. Born in 84. Damn, Kevin Hart meme. Damn, Kevin Hart meme. Laugh out loud. There it is. Damn. My boy. Briz Chiz in the house. If you want to hang out, you've got to take her out. Cocaine. What? What song is this, Briz Chiz? Myers plays it off the boards out to the neutral zone. Canucks dump it in. Baines moves in on the forecheck, harasses his man. Carlson comes in to support. He separates the man from the puck for a second. Over for Max Sasson, who puts it behind the net. High, though, so Carlson could knock it down, but he scoops it away. Puts it up to the blue line. Vilander tries to keep it in, but can't. Now Curtis Lazar, former Canuck. Curtis Lazar comes in offside. Hockey Night in Canada, Punjabi crew is in Surrey today. What? Russell's worst nightmare? What is this? Who is this? In chat. Hockey Night in Canada, Punjabi crew. Who is Russell's worst nightmare? What is happening? Who's got my picture? What kind of drunken shenanigans is that? Am I wearing a Santa hat in that picture? What is happening? Who is that? That's so funny. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. I gotta open the window more. I was worried it was gonna be too cold. Now it's just boiling in here. Wide open that. Oh dang, I didn't even stop the clock. I'm not paying attention, people. Gotta remind me to pay attention. Oh, I did stop the clock. Look at me. That's funny. Damn. Tyler is also live streaming. Ah. Says Bobby. Damn, Colin, laugh out loud. If you got bad news, you wanna kick at the blues. Cocaine. What song is this? Sounds like a song about cocaine. I was born 24 years later. Colin, laugh out loud. Tie the record, make history. Yes, oh my Lord. We're here for it. Hi, everyone. We are here as well. Daniel, Jesse included. Haha. We got to enjoy the sunny day outside today. Hope you did too. Yep. Took Dobby for a walk bright and early this morning. Nice long one. Wow, you're a kid. Laugh out loud. I'm about to be 49 on Thursday. Ooh, your birthday's coming up. Let's see. When do the Canucks play on Thursday? I think they play on Thursday. They do not. So, Colin, if you're here on Wednesday or Friday, remind me, and I will sing you happy birthday. I remember Gretzky passed Gordie Howe for the first all-time at the time in goals, 802 against the Canucks. This is true. Yep. We are going to require the power of big Trevor Linden. Guts, glory, Canucks, charge! Big Trevor Linden. Big Trevor Linden. Big Trevor Linden. Oh my God, he's huge. Look at him. Wow, fangirl, you are really young as well. Go Canucks, go, says Milosh. We're old. Yeah. Please say Elizabeth Irving sang the anthem tonight. TV never showed the anthem. I don't know who sang it. My first game was against Hartford, Gordy's last year in the league. That's very cool, Ryan H. Seeing Gordie Howe live would have been wild, eh? Laugh out loud. I was right, Calvin. You would be like my son. My daughter was born in 99. I was born in 78. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I was born in 91. Laugh out loud. That's funny. Calvin, she is literally your mom, your grandma. Black screen, laugh out loud. I know. How did we get there? I don't even know what button I pushed to get there. I think Vancouver won that game when Gretzky got that 800 goal, 802. That's crazy. Benny and the Jets, says Bridges. Connor Hype. Is that what the song is? Is Benny and the Jets about cocaine? Oh my gosh. I remember Gretzky passed Gordie Howe for first all time at the time. Yep. Connor Hype. Of the same century at least. Benny! Benny! Seahawks will, with a big stop in the third quarter. Let's go Hawks! Yeah, I mean, I did not expect a win. If the Seahawks lost to the 49ers today, it would be an absolute disappointment for everyone who cheers for the Seahawks. William makes a pass across the blue line for Camp. He had to turn back to get it, but he gets the center and dumps it deep. Kane moves in on the forecheck. Canucks chop it down behind the net for Kane. He gets hit, loses the puck. Kampf comes in to try and dig it out. I would be way young having kid in 91, but it's not unheard of. Laugh out loud. Mom would have knocked me. My mom would have knocked me out. Con hi. Isildur's out here. Too evil. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, my mom was 16 when she had me. And the Jets. I thought we get a third goalie tonight. We had the mortgage broker. Oh, Mancini's chasing back. Ooh, good work there by Mancini. Gets back in time and then knocks the net off. No penalty on the play. Good work there by Mancini using his feet to get back. Takes the stick on Rosovic and then falls into the net. Looks like he's doing all right, though. Awesome, Irvin. That cover switch light did you get? What color? The golden years await. Brian H. Coconuts go. Coconuts go. Coconuts go. Who was on the breakaway? Who was that on the breakaway? Savoy. Ooh, the young guy. I was just turning when I had a wonderful child. I was just turning W when I had my wonderful child. Laugh out loud. Fusion! Don't worry, Rusty. We are all swearing for you. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Fusing pipes and living life. Fusion! What's up, Bing Tang Warrior? Nice to see you. The Oilers do take control. Puck in the crease. Tolopilo dives out and grabs it. Got 11:42 left to go in this first period of play. Shots are now 4-4, which is not common, right? So we'll take this as a win so far for the Canucks. 4-4 in shots. No goals yet. The Canucks have not won a faceoff yet, so that's kind of funny. I guess they got the 4 shots. So they can't win faceoffs too. That wouldn't make sense. Awesome, Irvin. I have the teal one, but don't use it now at this point. Yeah, Calvin 99 Charlie laughing and crying. I love YouTube when I'm at work. Laugh out loud. McDonald's got coupons. Get a win just once, says Neil Foster. Welcome, Neil Foster. Nice to see you, my guy. Ma, we got any meatloaf? Zachary, wave. And Swervin's like, Ma, life is a lemon. And then Pickfetty's like, lemon, lemon, lemon. I forgot what movie that is. I've seen it before. It's Will Ferrell, right? He's screaming to his mom. Laugh out loud. It's Wedding Crashers. Mom, you got some meatloaf? No dry nuts or so winning, says Barbershop. It's Eric Clapton cocaine. Oh, okay, fair enough. We're gonna need a bigger Trevor Linden. Yeah, that's funny. We need a bigger Trevor Linden, but we still do have Finn in the background. Look at that, just diving around back there. I want my money back. Meatloaf, life is a lemon. I've never heard the be safe, says British Chiz. I like creeping on everyone's channel stats. How do you creep on people's channel stats? What's that? Not gonna lie, I had to look it up, but it's Wedding Crashers. Laugh out loud. There can only be one Russell. I know. Who's in here that has my... It's so creepy. They have my face and everything. Russell's worst nightmare. Prickfetti and Zach have combined for 3 deleted messages only. Huh. Nucks win today. This odd will change the odds in the ladder draft happens and we'll end up getting 6. No! Barbershop. If this game goes south, I have activities to keep me busy while moderating making beads. Russ is worth nightmare. Either you are a bot or you're a bona fide creep that needs to be reported for doxing. Yeah. Russ, I'd assume that account is Jay. Laugh out loud. It could be. No regrets. No regrets, Irvin. Laugh out loud. No regrets. Canucks put it back to the blue line. Villander dumps it back into the corner. Oilers intercepted there. Just under 10 minutes left to go in this first period. Oilers now up to 5. Okay, everyone, is the scoreboard messed up? Like, it looks like it's slightly shifted. Is it just me or is anyone else? The scoreboard on Hockey Night in Canada is all whacked out. Sorry, says mom. Why is my mom apologizing? And like over 50 messages deleted. Laugh out loud. Beat them Oilers with the San Jose. When the San Jose Oilers pick in mind ourselves with a win. Sorry, I think I was wrong. I think Wednesday is my birthday, actually, the 23rd. So, the 23rd of January is a Friday. 23rd is Friday. When is your birthday? Do you even know, Colin? How do you see those, Swervin? I'm still here, Swervin. I remember the All-Star Game 80, Detroit. Shut up, Irvin, says Calvin99 Charlie. Laugh out loud. Only 10 times. That's it. I didn't delete anything. My friend has a puck from the 2015 All-Star Game in Columbus. That's cool. Per Elizabeth Irving's Instagram account, she actually did. Mrs. Gorner, can Russell come out and play later? Let's go, Vancouver, says Zach Isildur. Yeah, Gordy got the ovation on Motor City. Go Niners, says Dijon Mustard. I agree. Let's go Niners. Let's go Niners. I'm not sure I remember how to do it. Laugh out loud, says Mom. I'm not trolling enough, I guess. 10 seems low. Yeah. Zach. Wow, I am so dumb. My B-Day is on Friday. I was a few days ahead of myself. Laugh out loud. Yeah, so Colin, remind me on Friday that it is your birthday, and I will sing you happy birthday, all right? Nah, Barber, you're pretty harmless. Yeah, Barber is our favorite local troll. Go Mancini! With 99 next to him. Oh, isn't that crazy? Gordie Howe and Gretzky in an All-Star game together. Zach, Tweevil. Good hustle, Mancini, says KJ Brazy. Face off in the Oilers zone. Ratu wins it. That might be the first face-off win. No, they've won a couple. Fired it wide of the net. So it is Jarry in net tonight. Puck in behind for Garland. Garland loses the puck into the corner. Ratu skates onto it, but can't get it. Kept in by whoever defenseman that is. That's Bouillon. Bouillon kept in and fires it towards the front of the net. Jari makes a save. Couldn't really cover it though, so Bouillon will dump it in behind the net. Myers comes in and comes down for the point. Ratu hits his man, so he can't proceed through the neutral zone. And Garland will skate up to the red line, turn back, pass over for Myers. Myers will pass over for EP40. He'll start out through center, dumps the puck into the far side corner and skates onto it. Throws a hit on Ekholm. Can't get the puck though. Ogren kicks the puck behind the net. He skates into the corner on the far side to grab it. He'll fire it towards the front of the net. Jari deflects it to the side, and the Oilers will skate onto it. Heineman, with some speed, puts the puck out in front, and Mr. Podkolzin chips the puck over the net under the check of Mr. Marcus Pettersson. Also, Barbara, good thing this channel didn't exist from 2009 to 13. Yeah, can you imagine? River Kings with the first goal of the game, not even 10 minutes into the game. You love to see that. I guess that's what happens when you have a wake up early and usually you get a jury summons that you were exempt from, but not told till you get there. Oh no. I was born in 2011. You were born the year the Canucks made the Stanley Cup Finals, bro. That's crazy. Mancini gave the puck away at the blue line like a genius. Rip Colin. I can think of some bigger ones. Alberta A. Plays back underway. Bouchard being harassed by Ogren. Turns away from him and he'll start out. Bouchard brings it in. Dumps the puck back to the blue line. McDavid puts the puck down but good work there by EP40 to intercept the pass from Bouchard to McDavid. Nice pass by EP40 over to Ogren. He tries to cycle the puck over to the far side for Best, but that one gets intercepted and the Oilers will take control. Prove to me I got a summons. Laughing and crying. Zach's out here just with his sunglasses. Calvin, today is the 17th. Due Friday is the 23rd. Yeah. 25 years, 3 summons. Ha 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 ha. I've had jury summons, I think, once. And I didn't have to go. They canceled the whole thing, I think. Wait, what? I'm confused. First one of the trip, I saved that. Zach, I'll have to admit, it was quite funny seeing Marner take his revenge on you guys in Vegas the other evening. Yeah. It was also funny that there were so many Maple Leafs fans in Vegas that you could hear an audible boo every time Marner touched the puck. All right, the Canucks are up to 5 face-off wins. Look at that. They turned things around. We need a Trevor Linden that's animated and can talk. He'll play. You know he'll play. He'll play on crutches. Russell, I wonder if you can make Trevor's face take up the whole screen. I probably could. Plus, I used to be a delinquent. I don't think I'll get called for jury duty. Free Willy too. Yep. Trevor Linden hologram. Do I have stats? KJ, if you don't go, you can be charged and get jail time. I can't chance that. My wife relies on me too much for that. Good point. Snoopy, what you think? I wonder why dispensaries have blocked out windows. Because they don't want people to see what's going on in there. Ooh, the Oilers bring it in, spinning a pass across the top of the slot, but no one could make connection with it. Puck is chopped down the ice, but it looks like it was off an Oilers, so no icing call. Oilers in their own zone. Pass up through the slot, picked up by Darnell Nurse. He'll pass all the way up to the blue line. Back to Nurse. He passes down low into the slot, shot to the front of that, and Tolopilo will make a save and hang on to it. No rebound at all. Oh, they've got blocked out windows because they don't want people seeing inside. They punking us? KJ, I have a record that I haven't pardoned for yet and still got summons. Oh, felony? Refusing to do jury duty should not be regarded as a criminal offense. If you don't want to do it, then just get somebody else who will. Connor Cahill, it is your duty as a member of society to do it, and that's why anyone can get it. Has anyone seen Kane in center ice anywhere? Tweeble. Tank, what's that Sensei DY? Sir Irvin, boycott the Nucks. You're stronger than me, brother. Paragrapher Pro. Connor Gill, jury duty is pretty easy to get excused from. There are plenty of options, or just claim to be biased. Yeah. Just tell them you're biased in some way. I thought it was because they're incels and they hate minors. Who is incels? What do you mean? That suddenly went weird. Yeah, Friday. I need practice and punctuation. Sorry, I mean sunlight. But it is weird if you flat out refuse. It's illegal. Laugh my ass off. I'm not fully boycotting the Canucks. I have a hat on. Fair enough. Because I have to go into the office every Wednesday, and that's the 21st. Laugh out loud. The same reason they hide smokes in stores, Dalton. Yeah. I hate Kane, yet want him to score today. Too evil, says Sensei Dean Y. Hey, Big Max, is Bobby. It's the OG logo in honor of Joe Borovich. And he is the, he's the guy who designed it. He just passed away, unfortunately. There should be a limit to jury duty, aka don't summon the elderly or mothers with young kids. Yeah, like Dustin was saying, there are a lot of ways to get out of jury duty. So if you have an excuse for why you can't be there, you can get out of it. Burry scores that goal. Trevor Linden. Got it. Yes, at the dispensary in my town, I can see the LED lights on inside. Make that make sense. That's some powerful LED lights. Pedersen with a good interception on a McDavid pass. Is Pedersen going to be McDavid's menace tonight? Now Pedersen follows Ekholm all the way down. Ogren gets in on the forecheck too. McDavid gives the puck away to Besser. Besser, also a menace against McDavid a couple of years ago. Pedersen gets the puck over for Ogren. He plays around the boards, back to the blue line. Hronek throws it down low. Firing towards the front of the net. Saved by Jari, and he'll kick it out. The Oilers pick up the rebound and pass it out. Bouchard brings it in. Pass to the side. Firing it wide by Hyman. Puck into the corner for Podsy. Back for Ekholm. Ekholm plays it across for Bouchard. Bouchard leaves it there for McDavid. McDavid gets harassed by Besser. Now McDavid spins in the middle. Now EP40 harasses him. Besser spins. Bouchard puts the puck in the slot for Podkolzin, and the puck gets grabbed there. I didn't even start the clock. Good work there from the Oilers to get the puck in deep. But Tolopilo with even better work to grab that puck. Run gets a shot on net. Got 3:50 left to go in the game. The Canucks need help in net. With the net. I mean, Tolopilo is pretty great. Paragraph Pro, Connor Gill, I think that's against labor law, if I recall. Also, anyone might be not feel comfortable making decisions that affect somebody's life who is being investigated for criminal charges. Yep. Tolopilo. Woo! You'll love to see it. Oilers bring it back in, firing it towards Tolopilo. He kicks it to the side. I'm 14. I'm really curious about that stuff. Time to mulch the garden, says KJ Brazy. Connor Gill, Paragraph Pro, I certainly hope so. If that was a possibility with my employer, I'd refuse flat out to do it. Everyone is 18 with the right card. Says Perfetti. 79? Question mark. Go, Tank, go, says Thomas. What's up, Thomas? Using your, it's pretty much a Thomas emoji, right? Ooh, and then good speed by Baines. He brings it out. Baines makes a pass to the side, but intercepted easily there by the Oilers player Lazar, former Canuck Lazar. Paragraph Pro, I've said twice to jury duty, and both times it didn't go to court. I thought it might be cool experience. Haha. Yeah. Let's go. 2-0. Evelyn saying that it's 2-0 down there. What are they called? The Rivermen, Evelyn? It's fine every so often, but you get over it. Yeah. Paragraph Pro, what you think you'd get to experience a Judge Judy-like courtroom? Maybe. Canucks have iced the puck. Learn the rules! Canucks are out here baking cakes instead of playing hockey. No wonder they're not winning this game. I will, says says Duncan. For sure, as a seasonal worker, a long injury case was perfect. Paragraph over here in Alberta, you don't get a choice. If they send you a summons, you have to go, even when you ask for exemption. Huh. So I guess it varies from province to province. Is anyone still concerned about the rink and in Milan? But they've played a couple games there now too. I think we're just worried about like the locker rooms and stuff are still not done. Rosovic puts it in the middle. Puck down the boards by Savoy, back to the blue line. Ekholm plays it down in the boards for someone. Bouchard gets the puck right at the blue line, plays it down low. Rozovic will pick it up. Harassed by Ratu. Now Savoy in behind the net, passes it for Rozovic. Back down for Bouchard. Bouchard skates through the faceoff circle, fires it towards the net. Tolopilo kicks it away. Rebound comes out. Drew O'Connor couldn't clear it. Canucks have been out there a while now after the icing call. Russell, it's now 34-6 Seahawks in the third quarter. Canucks are changing. Oilers come in, firing it wide on the short side. Puck comes up the boards. Petey plays it up to Garland and Drew O'Connor. Neither one of them takes it. I don't know why. But luckily, the Oilers have to change now, too. So Victoria Mancini starts out from behind his own net. Cuts back in his own zone. He'll play out down the ice. Tipped in by Mr. Ogren. And the Oilers will pick it up behind their own net and start out. 1 minute left to go in the first period of play. The barn is so dead. Even the Leafs arena is louder. Have you ever watched a game in Vancouver? It's always dead. 2-1 now. Oh, no. Todd Colson gets checked by Marcus Pettersson. Pass in the middle for Ogren, but the puck bounces on him. Then it bounces to him in the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. Besser moves in on a light forecheck. McDavid moves out with speed through the neutral zone, keeps the puck, skates over to the half boards. Pass over for his defenseman, Stastny. Puck into the middle for Podkolzin. Podkolzin leaves it there for McDavid. He turns quickly, puts it in the side for Podkolzin. Podkolzin with a sharp angle shot, doing his best Draisaitl impersonation there. Goes off the side of Tolopilo's head. Now Hronek runs into Podkolzin. And then the play is dead because the sounder has gone, and that'll be the end of the first period of play. We move into the first intermission. That is not how you spell intermission. All right, first intermission is over. Sorry, first period is over. Man, you guys are chatting so much in chat, I can't even keep up. All right, let's get Dustin on the line. Yeah. Oh, the one I said that. Remember I said the shot went wide short side. It actually was a save. Tolopilo got a little piece of the glove. Crazy. All right. Rogers Arena is dead because only rich people can go to games. True. All right, let's get Dustin on the line. I don't even have Discord open yet. Look at that. All right, here we go. The other day, Dustin's mom was digging around in the closet, and she dug out some legendary jerseys. So tonight, here is a special night to see Dustin wearing the Todd Bertuzzi.
You are a genius, sir. Woo! The way you come up with those songs on the fly, well done.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well done. It's very impressive.
I love
Very
the jersey too.
Thank you.
And the V, that was because it was that the 50th anniversary, I think, right? Or
no, it was just the vintage hockey. The vintage hockey season, like they went to the vintage look, and that was like the OG stick in the rink.
Yeah.
Not the like modified one.
Yeah.
And you got Bird on the back.
Yeah. I love to see it.
And you got the 44. So it's and they fit so strange. Like look at the pockets they had for the elbow, for those weaponized elbow pads, those big plastic elbow pads. This jersey is older than half of our chat.
Yeah, this is true. Duncan's like, I was born in 2011. I'm like, oh my gosh, you were not alive when the Canucks last went to the Stanley Cup Finals.
I graduated in 2005. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyways, moving on. Ups and downs.
Any ups? Do we get any ups?
It's 0-0, I guess. Tolopilo does look really good. I really like what he's done at the NHL level. It's impressed me, and that is a positive to take away from this. Ogren looks like he fits right in with Besser and Pettersson on that top line, which is great to see as well. You know, there was talk of him being line mates with Lecker-Mackey and being just as talented, but never really got a shot over in Minnesota, and now getting a chance to play a more offensive role and be that, you know, bump and grind type of guy that separates the puck and creates space for Besser and Pettersson. And, you know, it's nice to see some scoring chances being generated by that guy. And then what else? I mean, they recovered well in the face-off dot. It shows the difference it makes when Draisaitl's not in the lineup, because they lack that definite 1-2 punch. Haven't taken a penalty yet, so that's a plus.
Is that is that weird? Speaking about the face-offs, because at the start of the game, the Oilers were literally 6-6 to start the game, and then the Canucks won the next 7. That is so bizarre. Because they finished with 7.
Very strange.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah. But I mean, good on them for battling back, and they now have 7 of 13. And I mean, hey, they're not losing by a million, thank goodness, and they're not winning. So I guess tick 2 boxes off for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give an up to Adam Foote, which I don't do very often. The line deployment. First off, 3 of the 4 lines. I'm fine with 3 of the 4 lines, right? Get the Calder line back together, like Ratu with Drew O'Connor and Connor Garland, they could do some damage, and Ogren with Petey and Besser, I've got nothing wrong with that. And then first deployment as well tonight so far, right? A high minute man, Connor Garland at 6 minutes, but 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Like pretty much everyone's 5 minutes except for the Abbey line, which has got their just under 4 minutes. So, but still pretty. And then on defense too, right? It's pretty spread out, right? The high minute man's Marcus Pettersson, 7 minutes. Low minute man's Villander at 6. So he's just rolling the lines because he realized that he should just do that, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, when it's 0-0, you can do that, which is nice. There were no penalties, no penalty kills, no power plays. Sorry. So it's easy to just roll 4 lines, which is perfect. I mean, not really much to critique, right? They got a couple of chances. They gave up a couple of chances. No really major, major issues defensively. It was actually not bad. They are doing a good job of cutting off McDavid's speed in the neutral zone and not letting him get going. There was one play there where he thought he might get a little bit free, but they shut down the cycle and got it out relatively quick. So there hasn't been anything super dangerous on Tolopilo, and both goalies doing a decent job. Yeah, so I can't really complain about much there. Yeah. It's kind of like a blah period, right? Like it's we're just in tank mode, so it's like I don't want them to win, but I like what I saw from the young guys, right? Like I liked Bouilliam's puck movement. I liked Ogren out there. I liked Carlson working hard on the boards. That's kind of what I'm focusing on, right? Watching the young guys do the right things, and they did pretty well all the right things in that first period.
Dusty's showing his flabby muscles under his sleeve. What is that? Connor Hill with a $2 dono. Oh my goodness. Thank you for donating to Dobby's college education fund.
Yeah, I had to shake him for the $2, right?
Yeah. Shake your money maker. Sherwood. You were right, Dustin. The Canucks finally have to admit to themselves they're not going to get a first round pick for Kiefer Sherwood. I guess you're not surprised.
No. I mean, they still could potentially do it, but like you and I kind of talked about it yesterday. Well, I kind of ranted about it yesterday. You just listened. I'm a little bit sick of Alvin playing this, well, I got the assets, you come to me type of GM style. Like when you're this back against the wall, I would prefer that he goes out and finds somebody to trade these guys to. Like the Boston Bruins sound like they're closing in on a deal for Rasmus Anderson. So if they're looking to make a push, the Boston Bruins have 2 first-round picks next year. You get on the phone and you say, hey, you know, if you're adding Rasmus Anderson, it sounds like you guys are looking to go on a run. Would you be interested in adding a cap friendly guy like Kiefer Sherwood to your lineup, right? Like we'll take one of your first round picks and whatever, even if it's just that, fine, right? But at least then you're going out and getting a valuable asset for Kiefer Sherwood. You're not just waiting for the market to shrink and shrink and shrink and then go, oh, well, we had to take what we had to take. And we've seen it happen at 2 trade deadlines in a row now with Alvin and expiring contracts. And we saw it happen with Benning as well. They just have this arrogance in this city that guys are worth more than they really are. And, you know, unfortunately, when you're last in the league, everyone knows what you're trying to do. And so you kind of have to take it on the chin and just take whatever anyone's willing to offer, because at this point, you're just trying to get any draft picks possible, because it doesn't matter where the draft pick falls. You can find, you know, great prospects. Nikita Kucherov was a 2nd-round pick, for goodness sakes. Like, let's be real. There's diamonds to be found at all rounds of the draft. I think Henrik Zetterberg was a 7th-round pick, if my memory serves me correctly. So, you know, it's anything can happen with any picks. It's just getting these guys off the books. But I'm not surprised that they're looking at a second and a prospect, because all of the teams that are contenders that would want him don't have a 1st-round pick to give. And so when I was critical of Alvin saying it's fine to, you know, put the price out there, it doesn't mean that someone's going to jump on your lap and be like, here you go. I kind of picture it like a school dance, right? Like you can, you know, stand out in the middle of the dance floor and wait for someone to come dance with you, but you're probably not going to get the person you want to dance with. But if you see the pretty girl and that's the girl that you want, go and talk to her, or boy, you know, either one, go and talk to them and ask them to dance, and you might get lucky, right? Like that's the mentality I'm taking towards it. If you want to shoot for the 1st-round pick, start shooting for it. Don't just be like, oh, these are the offers we're getting.
Yeah.
Do your homework. Look at who the teams are that have the picks. Carolina has 2 first-round picks. New York Islanders have 2 first-round picks. Boston Bruins have 2 first-round picks. Those should be the 3 teams you're focusing on to move Kiefer Sherwood to right now. That's it.
I've heard a lot of people are talking about the fact that some of the contenders are not going to be moving their 1st-round pick for a guy like Kiefer Sherwood. They're going to be looking to move their 1st-round pick for someone who's going to be fitting into their top 6, which is exactly what you said before. I was chatting quickly with Nick Pinkerton from Twisted Wrister Hockey, because there was the one rumor, Kiefer Sherwood in talks maybe with San Jose, and the one player that did keep on coming up was this guy. His name is Philip Bystedt. He is playing for the Barracuda right now. He's 6'2", 187 pounds. This season, he's playing at about just below a point per game. 33 games, 28 points. I asked Nick, like, hey, would that be a guy that the Canucks would want? He's like, no, well, I wouldn't want to give him up for Kiefer Sherwood. So that would be a guy who we can get a 2nd-round pick, and that kind of player who is a center, right? Big center. right? That would be the perfect thing, right?
For sure. And I mean, realistically, you're probably only looking at Sherwood in your division for a couple of months, right? Because San Jose is not going to give a guy like him $5 million.
Right.
They're just going to try and go on a run this year with him and maybe get lucky, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe. I mean, you just take what you can get. You take the best offer, or you go out and find the best offer. That's about all you can do.
Connor Hill with another $2 donor to say, "Love you, Dusty. Was just teasing. Number 92 for the win." And the reason he has to wear that very loose jersey is because he's so jacked he doesn't want to scare any of you guys there in chat. So, trade chatter. So
there was a time.
The few things I've heard about Kane, which is hilarious, is one thing I've heard from the internet is that people were like, "Why the hell did the Canucks trade for Kane?" Which is the sentiment that a lot of people were talking about. But the other one is that apparently, if there's a team that's going to take him, it might be the LA Kings, which would make sense because Ken Holland is also old and stupid and likes to make his team older and slower. So that might be a good fit. So you never know. Even if I think the Canucks will be happy if they get a 4th round pick back for Kane at this point, right? They just, as long as they can break even on that. So, I mean, and LA is looking to get past Evans. And so if you're going to hire someone on your team to try and get past him, maybe a former Edmonton Oiler might be the way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the summary basically says that no one around the league understands why he was even targeted by the Canucks. It was baffling to most people. It's difficult to trade him because if it wasn't, he would be gone by now.
Mm-hmm.
And it will take a former GM like Ken Holland, who is the one who brought him to Edmonton, I believe, to take him on. So fingers crossed. And yeah, I mean, they want to try and get the draft pick back for him. But at this point, I mean, I'd retain 50% salary on him to get him off of the team.
100%.
Just because you don't want him around the young guys, right? And he's not working hard for his money. He's not showing any signs of being a good leader. So just send him wherever he'll go, or for goodness sake, even just put him on waivers for purpose of contract termination and just wait it out because his contract is done in June. So just do that. If no one's going to take him, just get him out of here.
Can we send him all the way down to the ECHL?
I honestly don't care where he goes, but right now he's taking a valuable roster spot from a young player that could be playing up with the Canucks right now and not changing the needle very much, right? Like, it's just, you'd rather have guys like Höglander in the lineup, or calling up guys like Ty Mueller or people like that and rewarding them a little bit and getting them in the last half of this season.
Well, speaking of Höglander, like, he's not even in the lineup, right? This is 2 games in a row he's been benched. It's driving me nuts. He is now in trade talks, right? Like, and he always has been. Like, he's always been a piece that have been floated around. Is Höglander just going to be another Podkolzin if we trade him?
I wouldn't say his ceiling's that high, but he could be one of those players you regret trading too young and giving up on early. Absolutely. He has been plagued with some injury troubles, also with a coach he didn't mesh with well. In the second season with that coach, the first season with that coach, he played incredibly, and then all of a sudden he couldn't get out of that coach's doghouse. So for whatever reason that was, there's no, nothing for me to speculate on. So, all I see is a kid who tries his best and works hard and does all that's asked of him, and seems to get the short end of the stick most of the time. So I don't know what's going to happen with Höglander. I hate to see him traded, but he is one of those guys that doesn't have a no move clause. So, he is one of those chips you can throw in as an add-on to something because you don't have to go to him and ask. It's just, hey, kid, sorry. I think it's best we both have a fresh start, and you're going here.
The year is 2094, and the Vancouver Canucks meet the New York Rangers in the Stanley Cup Finals in the 100th anniversary Stanley Cup Finals, signaling the end of both teams' hybrid rebuilds. The New York Rangers are officially in the retool phase. This is the response from Chris Drury. How hard did you laugh when you saw that letter come out from Chris Drury?
Well, I mean, it just, we've heard that circus before, right? And we know how it just doesn't work. They are in that weird limbo where the Canucks kind of were with the aging Sedins.
Yep.
34-year-old Panarin, 32-year-old Trocheck, 32-year-old Zibanejad, or not Trocheck, JT Miller. So it's, and now it's we're selling Panarin to anyone who will take him. And so it just sends a weird message. I mean, do I really care? Nope. Am I excited because Trocheck is on the trade block and it'd just be the ultimate karma for JT Miller to have requested a trade to go be with his best friend and then his best friend gets traded by the same GM? Would it be hilarious? Absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, hey, you reap what you sow, right?
Yep. Another fractured locker room involving JT Miller. Who would have thought? We don't have time for Matt Damon, unfortunately, so we'll have to chat about them. It was a very uneventful game, so we won't have a lot to talk about. But Dustin, we'll see you again in the post-game show, I guess.
We will see you after the game. Enjoy the rest of the game, chat, and we will talk to you then.
Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox, stopping by. You'll love to see it. What an absolute beauty. What a nice jersey, too, eh? That Bertuzzi jersey. You'll love to see it. Hey, look, we're back up to 22-17. Maybe Firefighter King or whatever the hell his name was has re-subscribed. Went to the Harry Potter lights and was extremely underwhelmed. Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! How come you were unimpressed? It was so fun, bro. You have to believe. Maybe it's because you didn't have a fancy wand, eh? I killed Voldemort and took his wand. All right, face off at center ice. We are back into the game. The Montreal Canadiens. What game am I watching? The Oilers dump the puck into the Canucks zone. Canucks will come out with it. Nice spin move by Pettersson, putting it into the middle of the ice, but puck is intercepted there. Hronek plays it up the boards for Besser. Besser fires across the zone over for Marcus Pettersson, who puts it up for Ogren, puts it over the blue line for Petey, but he gets double teamed. And now Podkolzin puts the puck into the slot in the Canucks zone. Intercepted, though, by Besser. The Canucks will flip it out to the neutral zone. Ogren chops it down the boards. Podkolzin plays it back, and Bouchard will come up with it. He'll pass out into the neutral zone. The Oilers were offside, though. McDavid was deep for some damn reason. Why were you so deep, McDavid? That's so weird. Learn the rules. Puck into the Canucks zone. Oilers put the puck behind the net. Nugent Hopkins, playing his 999th game, picks up the puck, plays it back to the blue line. Puck down the sideboards, back for Nugent Hopkins. He'll play it down the boards. Into the corner. Kampf takes his man. They get it back to the blue line, and it bounces out. Major General's in the chat with a $2 donor, and he says, "Go Coilers!" Melting. Yeah, I would melt too if I was cheering for the Coilers. Thank you for the $2 dono, Major. Nice to see you, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Oh, look who it is. James C. Kirk is in the chat too. What's up, James C. Kirk? Nice to see ya. Segmina's like, Bertuzzi is the devil. Hail Satan! Hail Satan. Hail Satan. I am not a Harry Potter fan, and it was insanely expensive and crowded. Ah, that would probably do it. That would probably do it. Major, 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 major. Explosive diorama. Oh, Kane just got popped in the mouth. That did not look pleasant for him. Emberson throwing his weight. Looks like maybe he's getting something back. Kane hitting Regula, his one big hit of the season against the Oilers early in the year. Kane feeling it a bit. Thank you very much for the $2 dono, Major. I appreciate you, my dude. Donating to Dobby's college education fund. You absolute legend. Canucks controlling the offensive zone. Garland puts it into the slot. Bounces off Ratu. Back for Villander. He'll throw it towards the net. That one hits Ratu too. What is this? Hit Ratu hour? He just got hit twice in a row. They just fired the puck at him again. I think he thought it was supposed to be a pass, so he didn't actually deflect it, but I think they were actually trying to put it to Ratu for a deflection. Now the Oilers work it up to their blue line. They'll start out slowly. Get to center, dumping it in. Tolopilo can't stop it behind the net. What is this? There we go. That's better. Canucks bring it in. Shot towards the front of the net. Jarry makes a save. Puck ends up on the far side boards. Ekholm chops it out to the neutral zone. Oilers end up playing it back to their own blue line. Now they break in with two players. Rosovic puts it towards the net. And they're saying it's a goal. Rosovic scores. Tank, baby, tank. Boo, says Fangirl. Boo, says People's First Yukon. They just showed that huge hit came through early in the season. He literally did nothing physically since. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Rosovic going to the backhand. Fakes a shot on Hronek. And then backhands it underneath Tolopilo with Sassone harassing Curtis Lazar going to the front of the net. Huh. I wonder if they'll challenge for goaltender interference. They might challenge for goaltender interference. But for now, it is 1-0 for the Oilers. The referee was right there. He didn't have any problem with the play, I guess. But, oh, no, that's going to be goaltender interference. Curtis Lazar ran into Tolopilo. My guess is that comes back. If they don't challenge us, then they're absolute morons. I can tell you that for sure. But Curtis Lazar definitely ran into Tolopilo. If the Canucks don't challenge that, Adam Foote is a moron. Boo, says Sensei DY. Darn, says Big Mac. No, Curtis Lazar just ran into Tolopilo. Back, says Duncan. What's up, Duncan? Michelle, what's up, Michelle? Long time no see. Ratu the puck magnet. I know, poor guy. Laugh out loud. No, I mean, Curtis Lazar just ran into Tolopilo. Coach Rob Willie in the chat, and he's like, tank, 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 tank. If Foote doesn't challenge this, then he will be the ultimate tank commander. Sergeant Major is here. Yeah. Michael, it would be my first time seeing him in different channel. They are challenging. All right, they did challenge. Gonna be weird for me to laugh out loud. What did Michael say? That was a solid episode. Canucks fan make for a good show guest. Oh man, I have to go back and watch the episode. I had to game out, so I left before rest went on. Oh yeah, I was on Canucks Uncensored yesterday. Yeah. Thank you, Michael Chow. You were great on Canucks Uncensored yesterday. I appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for the kind words. Michelle's like, too evil, too evil, too evil, too evil, too evil. I think this will be called back. That's my prediction. It is hard to say, but that can't be a goal. Laugh out loud, says Michael Chow. Wow, is the Seahawks defense great? The Seahawks defense is great. I am very sorry to say this, Colin, but when the Seahawks play anyone next week, they're going to get smashed. That's what's going to happen. Whoever the Seahawks play that actually has players that are healthy, they are going to get destroyed. Did they say no goaltender interference? That's insane. Oh my God. What a bunch of bullshit. That's so dumb. I mean, it's good for the tank, but that is such bullshit. Swear jar, swear jar. Tank, 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 tank. And Michelle's like, tank alert! Tank alert! Tank, tank, tank. Challenge for the tank. Oh, and they get a bench minor too, so they now get a 2-minute penalty. And they're going to make Linus Karlsson serve it. That's so funny. All right, the Oilers are going to the power play. Those referees are blind and deaf. They clearly want to be refs. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. That was definitely goaltender interference. Oh man, Lazar nearly slew-footed Tolo. Tank, 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 tank. Not tonight, boys. Dobby treats. Yeah, we might have to start giving Dobby treats for the other team's goals because Canucks don't score a lot. Tolopila with a save off a one-timer. Puck bounces back into the neutral zone. Let's get it back, Major General. Connor, steer towards the rocks. Full speed. Yeah. Could be argued that the goal would have been in regardless. Yeah, I mean, that was interference. Michelle's like, swear jar. Tolopilo makes a great save on Hyman. Puck is free still. Tolopilo is doing a full-on, like, snow angel, and they finally blow the play dead. With Nugent Hopkins standing in the crease. Tolopilo is not even in the crease right now. That's crazy. Kicking motion! Learn the rules, says Michelle. Okay, JT Miller robbed 2 or 3 goals from Besser from less contact than that. Ooh, the puck is in between Tolopilo's leg. Oh my God. It just bounces around. And then Hyman literally steps on the net to try and go around. Puck gets through him and he stops it with his back of his leg. Oh my gosh. Myers is holding the post. Chaos Giraffe. That's so funny. Okay, plays back and away. The Canucks do win the face-off. Besser will bank it off the boards and down the ice. Major, Sergeant Major, how you been, sir? Says Duncan. I think Dobby should get treat for every goal scored by either team. Just saying. Colin Whitehead, we might have to change that. We absolutely might have to. It is a challenge, yep. Hey, Russ, this is Michelle. What's up, my friend? How's it going? No, guys. Not goaltender interference. Sasson pushed the Oilers player into Tolopilo. I mean, yeah. I mean, sort of, but Curtis Lazar was definitely going to crash the net either way. No, guys, not goaltender interference. Sasson pushed the goalie. Agree to disagree. Think it could have been offside too. Learn the rules, says Zach. Curtis Lazar, I mean, Sasson clearly pushed him. I mean, he does stomp right on Tolo. Yeah, he does. Duncan, I've been moderately mediocre, sir. You? Oh, Tolopilo comes across and makes a save on. Ooh, and the Canucks pick up the puck in the neutral zone. Garland passes across the zone for EP40. He spins. Oh, he spins and loses the puck. Karlsson picks it up. He'll put it back to the blue line. Mancini fires it towards the net. Saved by Jari. And then Mr. Connor Garland stumbled so he couldn't get to the rebound. Tolopilo can't stop the puck behind his net, but Canucks will pick it up. Puck gets by Vielander, and then Garland picks it up. Puck chopped up for Pettersson. He works it over for Kane. Down the boards now for Connor Garland. He spins it back for... Are they going to call Connor Garland for a high stick right now? Huh. Oh my goodness. All right. Major General with a gifted membership going out to Carol Bovelander. Congratulations, Carol Bovelander, getting a free gifted membership courtesy of Major General. So thank you very much, Major. I appreciate you, my dude, for donating to Dobby's college education fund. I appreciate you. Major Hype! Garland did what? He high-sticked Roslovic, and now he's in the box. So the Oilers are going back to the power play. Face off in the Canucks zone. The league is helping us. Don't look the gift horse in the mouth. Yep. Reverse tank, inverse memberships. Yeah, I like it. Thank you for the $2 dono, Major General. I appreciate it, my dude. Wallman plays it over for McDavid, puts it back to the blue line for Bouchard. McDavid gets it back, plays it down low for Nugent Hopkins. Back for Nugent Hopkins. He skates behind the net, passes out front. Bouchard takes a shot, and that's saved there by Tolopilo. Thank you very much for the gifted membership, and thank you very much for the $2 dono. Plays back and away. The Canucks do get the puck in their own zone. They'll fire it off the boards and down the ice. The Canucks will kill off a little bit more time on this power play for the Edmonton Oilers. 3-1 Terrace River Kings. Heck yes. Connor Cahill, laugh out loud. I wasn't looking for an argument. Well, you got one, Connor. Come at me, bro. Come on. Let's go. Tank, baby, tank! Hyndman on the power play. Putting the puck past Tolopilo. And with 13-11 left to go in this period, the Edmonton Oilers have widened the lead to 2 goals. Pass down low for Hyndman. Oh my gosh. Bouchard puts it down low, goes off Marcus Pettersson. Off! Oh my God. It went off Marcus Pettersson, off Hronek, and into the net. It went off Marcus Pettersson and Philip Hronek and into the net. That is insane. Hyndman gets like, that's like a pinball goal. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Boo, says Fangirl. Coach Rob Louie, he's like, Dern, says Big Mac. They do, KJ, laugh out loud. Score, please. Vancouver, please. Boo, says Bobby. Prick Fetty says, Coconuts go. Coconuts go. Coconuts go. And then Cal McKenzie's like, boo, yeah. And then Hockey Spirit's here. What's up, Hockey Spirit? And he's like, boo. And then Santi D1's like, tank, 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 tank. And then Sweet Identity's like, WTF. Ooh, Tolopilo makes another save. Rebound comes back to the blue line. EP40 backhands it down the ice, picked up in their own zone by Ekholm. Ogren chases him behind the net. Ekholm turns away from PD because he's scared of him. Hi, Coach Rob, says Shannon. What's up, Shannon? I'm fine, as you should know. Sitting beside me. Oh, you guys are sitting beside each other. That's hilarious. Own goal, I know. A double own goal. They should both get assists on it. Major with another gifted membership. That one goes out to Nursey is back. So thank you very much, Major, for a gifted membership to Dobby's College Education Fund for the Oilers goal. You'll love to see it. Hronek is in for the tank. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Major. And then Shannon's like, please don't blame Hronek. That was a horrible deflection, and he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, maybe he shouldn't have been in the wrong place then, huh, Connor? What do you think? Come through the screen. I don't know why I'm trying to fight Connor tonight. I'm trying to fight Connor for no reason. Stenberg, you are a Canuck. Boo! Tank, baby, tank! Imagine being Hyman. Yeah. Never mind. Maybe I spoke too soon. Laugh out loud. That's so funny. Thank you, Major, for another gifted membership. We'd love to see it. Oof, Seahawks spank the 49ers, or as my cousins from Seattle and San Fran would call it, the 40 Whiners and the Sea Chickens. That makes sense. Laughing and crying, says Michelle. Yeah, the Sea Chickens. Tristan Jarry chops the puck away. Puck down low. Garland spins in the corner. Passes it out from Drew O'Connor. Chops it on that. Jarry makes the save. Now Podkolzin and Ratu go at it in front of the net. Jarry's poking at them too. So maybe somebody can run over Jarry because that would be fun. Ooh. Connor Garland just got run over. Now McDavid goes around behind the net. Puck in front. Darnell Nurse gets a shot. Rebound comes out. Chopped on net. And Tolopilo makes the save. And Atu Ratu's grabbing onto his man and shoving him behind the net. Good moves there. And then Connor Garland getting a good pass out for Drew O'Connor. And then Nurse gets a shot. Rebound comes right out for Hyman. And then the puck goes by him over for Frederick. And chopped it on net. And Tolopilo makes the save. Huh. Chaos. Tank, 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 tank. Tor's all on the tank train right now. Thomas the Tank Engine. Coach Robley. Oh, hi, Shannon. How was your day going? Hi, fangirl. Love this goalie. He does. Tolopilo is getting some grade A reps. Great for his development. Correct. Russ, please put this towards treats for Dobby so he does not starve from me and Coach Rob and Charlie. Meow. Shannon, thank you very much for the $10 dono. You know what? We're going to give Dobby a treat right now. We're going to give him a treat right now because of your generosity. Let's go get Dobby. Shannon, all I had to do, I just had to shake his bag and he came running. So here you go. Since you have donated, this is one of Dobby's very, very favorite treats. This is a peanut butter banana cookie that Dobby absolutely loves. So we're going to start off with this one and then we're going to go buy some more treats for Dobby, courtesy of Shannon and Coach Rob and Charlie. Oh, he is literally salivating all over me. So thank you very much for the $10 dono, Shannon. That is very generous of you. And I will make sure that Dobby gets some very tasty treats, huh? Maybe we will take him to the store tomorrow and see if he can pick something out. Yes. Courtesy of Shannon. Dobby, can you say thank you, Shannon? Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate you. You're very nice. And thank you, Coach Rob Willie. And say hi to Charlie for me too. Woof, woof. Thank you. Okay, there you go, Dobby. Shannon got you a treat. What a nice lady. Shannon and Coach Rob and Charlie. Plays back underway. Okay. Thank you very much, Shannon, for donating to Dobby's Treat Fund. So we love to see that. I appreciate that very much. Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Shannon with the dono. Thank you, says Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Favorite grandma, laughing and crying. Shannon, hi! Sorry, I saw Coach Rob somehow. Dobby, 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 Dobby. This team is stank. That is true. Shannon, hi! By the way, how's the Abbey Canucks doing? Haven't had time to watch the games. They were on a 3-game winning streak until last night, and we'll talk about that, the rest of the game, in the post-game show. But I can tell you it was a 1-goal game. It was a 1-goal game. They were on a 3-game winning streak going into the game last night. Dobby loves you, Shannon. That is true. Coach Hype! Shannon Hype! Haha, Calvin Hush, laugh out loud. W Shannon! If Tolo wasn't buried in the AHL as a backup, he would be so much better by now. He's doing fine, KJ. He's getting the development he needs. He's just got to stay healthy. That's kind of been his thing. He hasn't been able to stay healthy. But that's a common theme for most Canucks. Dobby, says Thomas. And then Colin has like Dobby, 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 Dobby. And then Rick Fetty's like Dobby, 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 Dobby. And then Michelle's like, hiya, Dobby. And Coach Rob's like, Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Ooh, and a breakaway. And Tank, baby, Tank! Kapanen on the breakaway. Kasperi Kapanen gets behind the defense, breaks in on Tolopilo, and just like that, it's a 3-0 lead for the filthy, stinking Coilers. Just a bunch of poopy-faced, stinky Coiler heads. Oh, the rebound bounce just past EP40 and a pass up for Nugent Hopkins. And then both of the defensemen who were out there, Vielander, who was the other defenseman out there? Yeah, the young defense must be Vielander and who? I can't see in this replay. What a breakout pass. Look at that. And then another donated gifted membership coming in from Mr. Major. That one's going out to Brian Hamber. Brian Hamber. What's up? Getting the free gifted membership courtesy of Mr. Major, Major General. You love to see it. Thank you very much, Major. I appreciate your donations to Dobby's College Education Fund. Blow us out. Blow us out. No problem, Russell. Anytime. I love getting treats for my favorite pets. That's nice. I will let Dobby know that you're one of his favorite pets now, too. EP40 is so shit. EP equals Jonah and the Whale. Hi, Justin. Show us Dobby. Yeah. Tank, 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 tank. Capping in, says Just Incredible. Callum McKenzie says, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Crystal! All right. I did not start the clock. I apologize. All right. 7 minutes. Just over 7 minutes left to go. Oh, my Lord, 666. Member for 4 months now. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. Oh, my Lord. And he uses his monthly membership message to say, EP40 has to go. The Canucks crash the front of the net and get a chance. Get their 13th shot of the game. And then McDavid comes in. Gets pinned to the boards by Hronek. But keeps the puck down low. Now Hronek chops it up the boards for Baines. Baines plays it across his blue line over for Linus Karlsson. He'll dump it around. Stopped behind the net by Jari. He'll fire it around the boards. Took a weird bounce and ended up behind the net still somehow. Podkolzin puts the pass up for McDavid. McDavid puts it back for Podsy. Thank you for your memberships. The Canucks are more stinky than my hockey gear. Oh my goodness. That's quite stinky, isn't it? Oh my Lord. Hi! Yeah. Have they suddenly forgotten to defend or something? That's been a whole season kind of a thing. It's crazy that a very good defensive defenseman as their coach has made them terrible defensively. Oh, Jake DeBrusk, his first name. Mancini fires it towards the net. Oh, and the puck trickles just wide of the net. DeBrusk gets the rebound, puts it back to the blue line. Kane behind the net gets the puck. He tries to play it up front. That one bounces. And David Camp couldn't get it towards the net, and he'll slowly go back to the bench. Now it's a 3-on-2 the other way. Puck down low, and tank, baby, tank! Rosovic getting a beautiful pass down low. And the Vancouver Canucks collapsing in on themselves, going down 4-0 against these filthy Coilers. Oh my goodness gracious. No Draisaitl, no problem. They're absolutely handling this team easily. Jari makes the save. And then Sassone, Baines, and Karlsson all sitting on the bench. And then Howard makes a pass right through Mancini over for Rosovic. And he one-touch passes, tips it right past Tolopilo. Bouillon isn't even close to his man. Yeah, Bouillon, how the hell do you not take that guy? Oh my God, Bouillon, that was your bro. That was so bad. Bouillon missed so bad on that. And then Major with another gifted membership. And that one goes out to Segi Kills. Segi Kills getting the free gifted membership courtesy of Major. So congratulations, Segi Kills 14. And thank you very much, Major General, for your donations to Dobby's College Education Fund. Woo! PD put himself in the spotlight for the haters. He doesn't deserve it now. Oh! Kasperi Kapanen has just scored. Tank, baby, tank! The floodgates have opened. Tolopilo is falling to pieces. Adam Foote chews his gum on the bench. And Kasperi Kapanen is now. He is now on hat-trick watch. Can we get a hat-trick against the Vancouver Canucks? Tyler Myers gets out-muscled behind the net by Frederick. And then Pedersen can't defend against Nugent Hopkins. And then Bouillon loses his man again. That's the second play in a row where Bouillon just loses his man. Oh man, Bouillon did not look good on that. Holy cow. Major General with another gifted membership. Thank you very much, Major General, for another gifted membership. And that one goes out to Go Canucks Go Choi 79. You love to see it. So thank you very much, Major, for your gifted membership to Dobby's College Education Fund. And congratulations to Go Canucks Go Choi 79. You'll love to see it. Puck in the front of the Oilers net. O'Connor throws it back there after it deflects to the sideboards. Now Marcus Pedersen comes in, throws it into the crease. Jarry chops it away, and then the puck gets chopped back to him with 4:20 left to go in this second period of play. Can you believe it? 4:20 exactly. Thank you, Major. I appreciate you for donating for the Oilers goals. I think we're going to feed Dobby for the Oilers goals tonight. How about that? Puck. I'm over all of the effing PD hate. Dude has one to play with, leads. Has no one to play with, but leads the team in scoring in WAR, and somehow everyone thinks him fault. Give him a break. Can I go and go? Coach Rob Willie, you might get the call right now. And the thing is Lankinen's sick right now, so they don't even want to put him in. Duncan says, I have the Tampa Bay Alts, the Old Stars blackout, a Columbus home jersey, and a teal Seattle Alt. Swear jar, effing Coilers. Anyone got a paper bag to throw on the ice? A paper bag to throw on the ice. Cosmic Dragon, tank. Yes, this is bad. Like bad. And then Segmina's like, I like shit. Told you guys it was going to be a blowout tonight, says Duolingo. Fair enough. Duncan's like, tank. Watching these players is making me tear up. Wheels have fallen off. Tank. The Canucks are worse than Special Olympics floorball. That Coach Rob helps. Yep. You guys aren't even hiding that you're trying to tank anymore. Laugh out loud. We haven't been hiding it for a while. Major. Shannon and Coach Rob are not happy. Oh my Lord. Good God. Hot damn. Zeev Bouillon trying to remote control defense about 6 feet away from the attacker. Yeah, that's 2 goals in a row that he got burned on. Did anyone throw a Canucks jersey on the ice yet? Not yet. We'll keep our eyes out though. KJ Brazy, tank. HMS Fangirl, boo. What the frick? Vancouver is bad. Tank. 5. Ugh. Boo. WTF. Meavid is here. What's up, Meavid? OMG. Now it's 5-0. Sad Coover, says Michelle. That is true. No, I'm done, says Patty. Are they chanting tank yet? Sir, HCL, tank. Seriously, 5. I can't keep up with this. Yeah. Oh, they break in again. Shot to the front of the net. That one deflects out of play. I didn't start the clock. It was still stuck at 4:20. Guess my short-term memory is shot or something like that. Michelle laughing and crying. Cosmic Dragon, tank. And oh my Lord is like, tank, baby, tank. And then Cal McKenzie's like, 5, go. In the tankard. Michelle, tank. Wave! Adam Foote, get the puck out of Vancouver, you absolute so-and-so. Oh. All right, plays back underway. Oilers control. The Canucks are in shambles. Losing to a team named after poop. McDavid on the outside right now. Passes down low for Emberson. Puts it back up for McDavid. McDavid into the faceoff circle. He passes across the top of the slot. Intercepted by EP40. He'll start out. Passes into the neutral zone. Garland skates onto it after it deflects into the Oilers zone. He'll play it around behind the net. Canucks will keep it in there. Oh, and the puck gets out now. McDavid brings it in. Cuts across the middle of the boom. Puck comes back, and the Canucks can't stop anything. Podkolzin. Podkolzin. No! Podsy. The Canucks suck! They're trash! Zach says, good evening. Sensei Dean Wine's like, nah, I'm out. Nugent Hopkins getting an assist on the goal, too. Podkolzin just rips it past Tolopilo. Podsy. I miss Podkolzin so damn much. It had to be Podkolzin, didn't it? Tankum Foot, best coach ever. I know, right? Poor Dobby. He is starving. So, yeah, give him treats regardless. Yep. All we can hope for is that a good year next year. And we get 2 or 3 for sure. Because at this point, we'd be lucky for a bag of pucks for him. Yep. 05? Yeah, Hajigo is now 6-0. Puck 5, give us 10. Total Appeal versus Lankinen, says Benny Song. Like, if they're going to tank, could it please not be all shutout, says Michael Chang. My internet is even upset about the game. Is anyone throwing a jersey on the ice? I can have it. Laugh out loud. Yesterday I was going for a touchdown on 2-point conversion. The Gen Wheat, over under 1 jersey thrown on the ice tonight. Over under for the jersey on the ice. Coach Rob, number 1, Coach Rob and Annette. Number 2, can't blame this on Petey or Besser, guys, but I get it. Swerve and Irvin, if you have a better explanation, bro, please tell me, because this simply does not make sense. I want it to make sense. Jerseys are going to get tossed tonight. This is the thing, is I think if jerseys don't get tossed tonight, that's probably even worse. 4-1 River Kings! Man, they're blowing things out, eh? Cosmic Dragon, we should create an award for worst coach of the year and award it to Commander Foot. And then Major's like, golden eyes, golden eyes, golden eyes. At least they got a point today. Bieksa called it. Burry score that goal. 6-0. Tank Commander Foot. Swerve and Irvin. And have the coaches done anything to address the exposure? I think not. And then Shannon's just like, And then Coach Rob's like, boo, says Fangirl. Tank. This is a gas tank, but it's a tank nonetheless. Laugh out loud. I doubted Canucks tanking abilities when Winnipeg lost 11 in a row, but I can see there is a lot of tanking skills at play in Van City. If guys won't waive no move clause, call Babcock. Puck. 6-0. Wow. Place is empty. Must be a shit ton of happy Coilers fans tonight. Meavid, oh my God. Just incredible. 6. Major General. Canucks should have hired Bieksa and Linden. Yeah, they did hire Linden and then they fired him. Sweet Identity. 6. Oh my Lord. Laugh out loud. 6-0. Rick Fetty. Tank. Don't coaches usually get fired after losing like this? Yep. We have hired him to lose, so he won't get fired. At least score a goal, Vancouver. Let's go! Tank, says Ajigo. Oh my gosh, you guys are going crazy up in here. Fire Adam Foot. Puck, just walk off the ice. We are at home too, laugh out loud, laughing and crying. We need a coach to listen to their feelings. Adam Poop doing their a great job. Yep. Tank. Oh yeah, it's Jim Robson's birthday today. Jim Robson's birthday, guys. Oh, plays back underway. Trying to get Jim Robson's picture up here. Tolopila makes a save. That's good to see. Why Why can I not get a dang picture of Jim Robson? Oh my gosh, what is this garbage website I'm on? No, I'm not going to unblock ads. Why the hell would I do that? There we go. Play is back underway. Canucks are trash. Yeah, Jim Robson, born January 17th, 1935. He turns 91 today. He'll play! You know he'll play! He'll play on crushes! Besser and Pedersen in the corner. Ogren. Oh no, it's not Ogren on the line now. Garland's been promoted to the first line. 1 minute left to go in the period. Back to the bar. I am Chellings, says Van Isle. Oh, Skytrain here. What's up, Skytrain? In a Nucks jersey, says Braden Coots. What's up, my dude? Positives. The Canucks have been very clearly consistent in the last few games. Yeah, at least they've been consistent, right? Laugh out loud, Calvin. My number is gone. Boo, says Zach. Vancouver's fans deserve a full investigation. There's something seriously wrong in Vancouver. Sorry, but if your top line can't get a point in 20 games, where do you find drive to play? I mean, Pedersen's the only one scoring, and Brock Besser has 4 points in those last 5 games. They're the only ones, literally the only ones scoring. That's the problem. Another shot to the front of the net. Total Peel will stop that one with 12 seconds left to go in the second period of play. Van Al's looking for 45-0. Hire Linden again and bring Manny in. Trevor Linden will not come anywhere near this organization until it is not owned by the Aquilinis. Why Firefoot now? Tillo wants it to be 10-0. Duncan wants it to be 1,000-0. Michelle, I was so upset how ownership and the previous management threw Trevor Linden under the bus for not cool. Yeah. Canucks have iced the puck. Learn the rules. This team is being destroyed in real time, says James C. Kirk, and he's crying. Wait till we mathematically can. Wait till we are mathematically can't do it. They have a score to score 8 goals to take the lead now. Totally doable. Now, if the Oilers pot another one, and then it's over. How does Rogers not have access to do better quality of the 1994 Game 6? I think that's probably the best that it gets. That's the crazy thing. All right. Period is over. Canucks are down 6-0. The funny thing is that the announcer's like, oh, we're just worried about the fact that this game could get out of hand. How is it going to get out of hand? There isn't even a single damn player on the Canucks that you would be scared about this game getting out of hand. Nobody's going to start a fight. All right. So we're going to talk about the Canucks' future now and the Abbey Canucks, because yesterday I had a chance to chat with Dave Hall, and he had a lot of great stuff to say. So here is part 1 of my chat with Canucks Army legend and the guru of all that is prospects in the Canucks organization, Abbey Canucks. It is Dave Hall here on Nothing is Perfect. Thank you very much, Dave, for joining the show today. It's nice to have you again.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I did notice just in the background there you had your little your hockey net set up. So I've got my stick ready to go. Let's have a game best 2 out of 3, okay?
Absolutely. I typically do my interviews from the other side of the room, but the sun, which is a good thing. The sun is too bright, so I had to switch it over. So you're getting the full effect behind me. But yeah, that's our station right there. That's where me and the kids. That's where I beat all my kids every night with the hockey sticks.
Remember, Dave, one day they'll beat you, and then you'll probably feel good about it, right?
Yeah. And I should mention, I meant beat him in the game of hockey is what I meant.
In the stream last night, someone said, we got to bring back hitting, kids. And I was like, I thought they meant like we need to bring back physicality to hockey. And I was like, oh, wait, no, I can't agree to that.
Yeah. Strictly on the hockey court is where I beat the kids.
Yeah. So let's start off talking about the Abbey Canucks, because it's actually been pretty fun lately. I ran the numbers. The first 17 games of the season, they went 3-12-2 for 8 points, which is a 33-point pace in a AHL season. The last 20 games, they've turned around a little bit. They're 9-7-4, 22 points, but that's about a 79-point pace, which puts them pretty much at a playoff level, which on average for the AHL would get them in. What would you say is the biggest difference between that first 17 games compared to the last 20?
Well, it's crazy what some NHL/AHL caliber players will do, right? Like the first, you got to give them a little bit of flowers and a little bit of grace, because if you look at that lineup that they were icing for that first half that you mentioned, all credit to Ben Berard. Love the player. He's got a great shot. He's a good player. It's a good story for him, but it's not great when he's leading your Abbotsford Canucks and scoring in every single facet, and with only at 15 points, right? Like it was tough sledding. You had guys like Kirill Kudryavtsev up, you had Mancini up, you had Tom Willander up. Don't even get me started on the forwards. Obviously, the Max Hassan, Archie Baines, Linus Karlsson. So basically, everyone that they were hoping would play a huge role in Abbotsford were either called up or injured. And then you just add in the fact that the Calder Cup run is great. It's always great when you win an AHL championship. But with that, guys move on because they go on to bigger, greater pastures, like that, it's good for them. They carve themselves up some NHL contracts and they move on. But unfortunately, the Abbotsford Canucks just failed to bring in a lot of, they didn't subsidize it with any, reinforcements to help those guys out. So now you're not only mixed with ECHL caliber players, but you're mixing young 20-year-old rookies like Vilmar Ulrichsen and, guys like that, which is great. Sawyer Minio, at one point he was their go-to guy on the back end, skating 27 minutes a night, which again, awesome for him, not the greatest for your team wise when you're trying to compete in an AHL environment. So now they've got a couple of those guys back, and you can see it. Lucas Reichel's flying, and there's some guys that can actually bring some pedigree to an AHL lineup, and it's helping them out. So yeah, it's just I think that's really what it boils down to, is just a rosters game. It's the roster's complete night and day from what we saw just 2 months ago, right? So.
Yeah. Well, and having said that too, right, you're looking at a team that in the last week here that has gone on a 3-game winning streak, has had up to 9 people out of the lineup. So is that even more impressive for you, for them to kind of be at the same point where it's like, hey, we've devastated the lineup with injuries and sickness, and somehow this Manny coach team has been able to pull through and get their first 3-game win streak of the year?
Yeah, it's a good point actually, because pretty much contradicting what I just said. Like all those guys that were finally coming back were out. It was nice, but they finally got Klimovich back. He actually, put up, he had a couple good games here. Lucas Reichel was a big help. So yeah, it's impressive. I mean, I'm not super surprised. Manny Malhotra, None of this losing is on Manny Malhotra, right? Like we saw what he can do last year. He runs a good system. It's just more about they finally found a rhythm, and so now they're finally getting some good bounces. They got some good goaltending. Patera was solid last game. Tolopilo obviously has been solid for most of the season, despite not having much help in front of him. So yeah, it's nice that they finally got on a roll, and hopefully they can build off it. First 3-game winning streak of the season. So it only took till mid-January, but they're here, and now it's onward and upward.
So I mean, I was going to ask about the special teams too, because right now they're dead last when it comes to the penalty kill in the league. They're only at 75%. Yeah. And then for the power play though, they're 23%. They're 6th best in the league. They're number 1 on home with over 30%. So is that kind of come down to the same answer as before? Like they didn't have the pieces to start, and now things are maybe slowly improving?
Yeah, those numbers are actually, it's funny because their power play has actually they've been rolling all season. So somehow they may have only had 3 wins and rattle off this terrible penalty kill, but their power play has actually stuck around. Like Ben Berard's shot has really come to, he's showing up in a big way. Sawyer Minio was running that PP1 for a long time, and so their power play has actually clicked, which is nice. You got Vilmar Ulrichsen, who does a nice job in front of the net and what have you. So their power play has actually been good. Their penalty kill has been gross all season, but again, yes, that's where for me, that's where it comes down to a roster thing. You just have guys that they're trying to play penalty kill where they probably just shouldn't be. You got a lot of inexperience back there. Yes, you got Captain Chase Waters, he's back there, but at the same time, you got Nikolai Nizov, who has kind of struggled mightily in my opinion this season. And so when he's your go-to penalty killer, it's been a struggle. But their power play has been surprisingly good all season. So that's basically held them in games. They've really struggled to score 5-on-5 this season. So their power play is basically what's been holding them in most of the games this season.
Yeah, I mean, it was impressive. In this last week, you had a game where the 3 stars of the game were, I think it was Poisson and Ravinskas and who was the other guy? Maybe it was Cooper Walker, but
Yeah, probably Cooper. Yeah, Cooper Walker.
yeah, bunch of young guys. So I was wondering if maybe just that stability that was brought in by the veterans getting back, showing them, okay, this is how the system is supposed to look. And now they're being able to kind of continue that on, even with some of these.
Yes, you're supposed to thrive in your 3rd to 4th line role, and you can go out, play 12 minutes a night, and go crash and bang every single, and then maybe contribute on the score sheet. Not play 15 to 18 minutes and be looked towards as like an offensive 5-on-5 producer, right? So it's good for them, and those are 3 guys. Well, specifically Ravinskas, he's played a lot better. I was expecting a little bit more at the start of the season, but now that, as you mentioned, he's now in a bit of his role that he should be playing with. He's actually impressed me in the last couple weeks here. I've really liked his game. I've always liked Nick Poisson. I saw Poisson was someone that stood out to me when I was in Washington for their development camp. They invited him just to partake in that tournament, and I thought he was a standout. So it's good to see him finally get some goals in there as well. So
yeah, even I think the most shocking one I saw in the last couple of weeks, like Fitwa, who seemed like just a pylon out there. He actually has been activating a little bit, stepping up into play, throwing his body around. Like Fitwa, even after being a guy, I'm like, why is this guy on the roster? Suddenly he starts to look like maybe he is a piece that can hang around for a little bit.
He was doing the classic jet woo forward. He was the 13th forward, I think it was 2 games ago. So yeah, he's getting a little bit of everything in there.
Oh, that's good. And do you think any kind of boost to the team, even just having Reichel and Ravinskas both named to their respective Olympian teams?
Yeah, I think it's a nice bump for them, and rightfully so. Like I said, those are two players that have stuck out to me in the last couple of weeks. So it's nice to get that little extra little incentive bump. So hopefully, they can ride it in and go for a 4 straight tonight. But I've also, speaking on Lucas Reichel, I thought he's looked pretty good too. Like he's a player that I'm typically not too focused on production. I'm more process than production. That's why I'm not too concerned with, a Vilmar Ulrichsen. But with Lucas Reichel, he's the kind of guy that I do expect some production. So I have expected a little bit more from him. But at the same rate, he's a guy that really pops at the AHL level. His speed is just like it's night and day. It's nice. He kind of just brings in what Max Hassan brought as well. So that kind of speedy winger up front. It's nice to see them playing him on the wing, not trying to force him up the middle as they were trying to do not only in the NHL but even at the American League level. They're really shoving it down our throats, trying to get Lucas Reichel in the center position. But he's looked good on the wing. So
that's good to hear. Leckermacky has been back on the ice. I think I saw him at practice. Yeah. So sounds like he probably will get in the lineup tonight for the Friday night game.
Yeah, I'm always a little skeptical when he comes back, and then he comes back. He's out the next game, and they say he's sick. I'm always a little skeptical with that, illness update. But everyone that I've spoken to, it sounds like he was indeed sick. So he should be back. The fact that he was on the ice yesterday is a good indication that he's back. Now it's just stay in the lineup. He's played 1 game in the last month, just over a month. It's becoming increasingly worrisome that he just can't seem to stay in the lineup, because when he's in the lineup, he's obviously a massive, he comes in the lineup first game in a month and he scores 18 seconds in and then scores one of the nicest shootout goals you'll see. 2 points, first star. So he's a deal breaker when he's on the ice. It's just he's just got to bulk up and stay in the lineup. So hopefully he comes back tonight. He should, and hopefully he can, get some consistency here.
More injury updates. Minio, Kudratsev, are they looking pretty close to coming back in this lineup, or?
I believe Kudratsev should be okay. I'm having a bit of a hard time getting updates on Minio, which isn't so much of a shock. It's increasingly difficult to get sound updates on the player injuries, but I believe Kudratsev should be back soon. And the fact that he was just named to the All-Star game is a good sign as well. Not that's almost a month away, but at least it's not long term. But I'm not entirely sure about Minio right now.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear. At least Kudratsev is getting closer there. I mean, if you think it's hard getting NHL injury updates, just trying to get some AHL updates. Just ask Patera in the offseason last year, right? Like, Patera didn't exist for like 3 months there, right?
That was the weirdest one for me. Like I even had guys that were interviewing in Vancouver. I would text them and be like, "Can you? I know this is crazy, but can you please just ask for a year Patera update because it's been 6 months and we haven't heard of the guy." And like I just want to like blink 3 times if you're there. I just want to know that he's okay. Like where is this guy? Because he wasn't seen at the rink. Anyways, it's very tough. And I believe it was 2 years ago when the previous coach was in. For some reason I'm having a Friday mind blank on his name, but we couldn't. Klimovich, he was in and out of the lineup the entire season, and it was just so hard to differentiate whether he was out for injury or if he was a healthy scratch. So getting updates, it's just impossible at this level.
Jeremy Colton?
Thank you. Call it in. I don't know. How did I? Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Impossible. I knew that he wasn't very high on Klimovich, so I just assumed it was a healthy scratch, but at the same time, anyways.
Yeah. The last player I'll ask you about for Abbotsford specifically, DPD played his first game back with the team. I thought it was hilarious. The first thing he does when he gets back is takes a penalty. So good start. But then the next thing he did was threw a massive hit in the corner. And then the other one I really liked about him in the game was I think someone chopped at Patera and he immediately just grabbed the guy, roughs him up. He was the player he hit was trying to like, he punched me in the face. I'm bleeding. But overall, what did you think from DPD in his first game back?
I thought he was good. I thought he was simple, which is nice. He didn't stand out in any negative ways, which is good, other than the penalty first shift, of course. It's nice because a couple weeks ago I was asked. Obviously we had DP up top, you had Tom Vilander, you had a couple guys up top, and I'd be asked if they should drop him back, and my honest answer was I don't know if it's worth it because it's an absolute tire fire in Abbotsford right now. I don't know if dropping back to get your swagger back is really the answer, because I don't know if you're going to catch a swagger stint in Abbotsford. But now the team is rolling a little bit. They've got their players back slowly but surely. So I think now it is a nice environment where a guy like DPD or hopefully even soon Tom Vilander can kind of drop back and actually, quote unquote, regain that swagger, get his game back. And so I thought Pettersson looked good. I wasn't blown away with his performance, but I thought, he's a meat and potatoes kind of player, and so for that reason, I thought he was good. He's a player that obviously I'm going to keep watching over the next couple games to hopefully he brings a little more. But for his first game, it's also one of those. This goes for not only goalies but players as well. Like it's not as easy as people would think to drop back to the American League when you've been playing so long at the NHL level. Like it's a much different game. There's not as much. It's not as crisp as the NHL, right? So you kind of have to get your mojo back at the American League level just as much as you do at the NHL level. So I always try to give a couple games grace for every player that's dropping back, because it's not as easy as just, I'm in the NHL, so I'm going to come back and just dominate. It's a little bit more run and gun than the NHL would be. So yeah. So for a long-winded answer, I thought he was okay. It was a good stint.
Yeah, I think the writing was on the wall. There was a clip of him on the bench with Kevin Dean trying to explain something, and it looked like DP was not interested in what Kevin Dean was saying on the bench. So I think that was like,
been there, pal.
Yeah, let's send him down and get him back with Manny and see if that can help out.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of Manny, I wanted to see if you'd put any thought into the juxtaposition between how Manny has handled the adversity through his season compared to what Foote has seen. And now Foote, obviously rookie head coach, so dealing with a lot. But both now, having said that earlier in the interview, we said 9 guys were out of the Abby Canucks lineup. They still had good structure, were in that games and actually won it. So have you done any compare and contrast between how Manny's handled the adversity versus how Foote's handled the adversity on the big club?
It's a good question, really good question, actually. And now looking back, I'm gonna definitely do a little bit of a deeper dive into it, because that is an interesting thing. But one thing I will say is that Manny, he had every excuse to just kind of toss in the towel, get frustrated, not do interviews, all that stuff. But he's been his cool, calm, collected Manny. It doesn't seem like you can really get him down, no matter what. He doesn't get too high, he doesn't get too low, and so I think he understands the position he's in. Obviously, it's frustrating. You want to get more from your players, but I think he understands. I think he understands the assignment. You know, I think he knows what the environment is like. He knows what the task is. And he knows that he's still trying. You know, you can't really get yourself down because at the end of the day, you're still auditioning for, you know, greener pastures in the future, right? So, you know, the more positive he is this year, the more positive, who knows, maybe he's behind the bench in Vancouver as early as next year. Who knows? So, you know what? I've actually been very impressed. He, like I said, he continues to do interviews. He doesn't seem to get too flustered behind the bench. And that was the same with last year. He never got too high. So, you know, I haven't done a direct comparison between the two, but I think that is interesting and something that I'll, you know, next time I'm on, I'll definitely, I might have a more in-depth answer because I'm definitely going to pay attention a little more now.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff. I mean, Canucks hockey is weird. There's always some weird stuff. Like, I mean, you even mentioned it, and I think you saw it tweeted out. Yeah, I want to get his name right because I think I keep on saying it right. Basil Sansonas. Is that how you say it?
I say Sansonins. Yeah, Sansonins.
Yeah, because he's playing with Eric Branson now over in
Yeah.
his league over in Europe, right? Like the Canucks just have some weird things that float around them, I think.
Just a random 7th round monster that happens to be actually pretty good. He's a very interesting prospect. You know, obviously still an NHL long shot, but he's really progressed at a rate that I didn't really anticipate. Yeah, he's just a really big, smooth skating, shutdown defenseman. That's, you know, he's playing amongst men right now, and he's doing a really good job. And he was he was the standout of all the 3 participants at the World Juniors, in my opinion. So yeah, interesting stuff. 7th round pick. Who would have thought?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, you sometimes get those, so you like to see it.
Kirill Kudryavtsev.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like that's the good feeling. And I mean, even going back to having 2 Olympians, does that kind of make you feel good about the depth of the organization where it's like now there's actually starting to see these kind of diamond in the roughs, people making Olympic teams from the AHL, that kind of thing. Does that make you have a little bit more confidence in this 2 to 3 year rebuild that we have been hearing about? Ha ha! You don't get the answer to the question. You have to wait until Monday. I'm going to play you the second half of the Dave Hall interview on Monday. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Dave Hall is great. Always good to chat with him. Let's see. So we are going into the third period. It is 6-0 for the Oilers. Thank you guys all for being here anyways. Even though the Canucks are absolute trash, I appreciate you taking the time out of your days and your nights to be here. The play is underway now. And it is 9 o'clock. That means it is time for one fluffy boy. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Dobby's back. Tell a friend it's time for Dobby's dinner. See? Look at how cute he is, huh? He just literally hopped into my arms. He's so excited, huh? He's so excited. Oh, yes, Dobby. Oh, the Oilers have iced the puck, huh? Learn the rules, Oilers! All right. So we got the full big thing. Look at how big this bowl is. It takes up the whole screen, eh? Okay, Dubby. Have at her, my boy. Have at her. All right, Canucks win the faceoff. William walks the blue line, passes down the boards for Myers. He fires it wide of the net. Ends up going off the end boards. Why are you struggling, bro? Oh no, Evelyn, they scored, eh? 4-2 now. Oh yes, what a sweet boy you are. Oh, and then Jari makes a save. Oh my goodness, you're a hungry boy, huh? Holy cow, Dobby. What? All right, did you drop any? All right, is there any in your belly or your beard? No? Look at how satisfied he is now, too, huh? Look at this sweet young man, huh? All right, 1 minute gone in this third period. Can the Canucks break the shutout? We will see. Was that tasty? Are you going to burp in my face now? Yes. Oh, you sweet little monkey boy, huh? Dobby doesn't chew his dinner, Michael. He just kind of inhales it. Hungry, hungry Dobby. That is true. Janice is in the chat. What's up, my dude? What's going on, Janice? Hey, good to see you, Russ. Long time no see. I can tell you're not having a best year. Can't Nucks, why? But hope you're doing well. Personally, love the long hair. Gotta love the long hair, right? Oh my goodness. Dobby just burped right in my face. Yes, she did. But he is a good boy. Yes, Janias, Dobby is one of the reasons that we're still having fun. So Dobby got his dinner, huh? Yo, what a sweet one. Can I have a smooch? Thank you, Dobby. Now go get yourself some water because you're probably thirsty now after your dinner. Canucks are controlling the puck in the offensive zone. Marcus Pettersson throws it towards the front of the net. Linus Karlsson couldn't tip it on. And then Baines gets it. He chops it towards the top of the crease. Puck in front. The Canucks digging at it, but couldn't get the puck. The Oilers were cleared out to the neutral zone. Hronek picks up the puck in his own zone, banks it off the boards for one. Max Sasson, and then he'll pass up for Karlsson, who dumps it in deep. Sasson moves in on the forecheck, but the Oilers will pick it up and start out. Shut out. Shut out. Say it with me, people. Shut out. All right. Let's end this poll question, because this poll question has been going for a while. So who gets traded first? Sherwood, Kane, EP40, or Hoglander? And you guys are saying 55% of you are saying Sherwood, 26% are saying Kane, 10% are saying EP40, and 9% are saying Hoglander. Oh, and the Oilers just put it off the bar. They put it off the crossbar. They're trying to score again, huh? What do you think you're doing, huh? What do you think you're doing right here? So let's start a new poll question. Puck might have gone off the bar and out of play. Is that what happened? Go, go, go. Get your booty moving. Dobby is now in scrounging mode. Hey, Dobby. Can you lay down? Lay down. Just chill out, bro. Yeah, you literally have your bed right there, man. Go enjoy it. All right, new poll question. Start a poll question. Play is back underway. Can the Canucks break the shutout? Yep. Nope. Maybe. Uncontrollable laughing / crying. Okay, there's your new poll question, guys. Can the Canucks break the shutout? Yep. Nope. Maybe. Uncontrollable laughing and crying. Find out in the next 16 minutes of play here in the third period. Dobby, 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 Dobby. I hate it. Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Shannon is allowed to have her own opinions. Okay, guys. Yep. Shannon is allowed to have her own opinions. And oh my Lord, 666 is like, Dobby! And then Evelyn, that's where you said 4-2 now. Sorry to see that. But you're still up 4-2. Right? Isildur, I picked through the trash to find gems. Zach's like, Crystal! And then Michael Chow's like, Dobby is allowed to have a bowl full of kibble. Yep. Ooh, lucky boy, Dobby, says Michelle. Dobby, smiley face. Well, aluminium. Aluminium. This season, the top 5 will definitely be needle movers. Michael Chow, I doubt there will be many busts this draft. I get that, fangirl. Just started my reasons for my opinion. Oh, just stating my reasons for my opinions. Yeah. This is a good draft. Very good. Grab Lars Steiner. Huh, I've never heard of him. I forgot the coffee. Oh, no. He dropped a piece of food. I see one fly out of his mouth, Russ. Yeah. I'm assuming it just fell deep into his bowl. Sigmina, I'm all for tear down at this point. I'm just not confident based on everything that's happened over the last 2 years. I think more has gone on than we're privy to. That is correct. Yeah, I would agree with that statement too, Sigmina. The stuff with JT Miller and Petey, there's more to that story that we have not seen yet. Dustin Boydell bringing a little bit of joy into the chat with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Mr. Dustin Boydell. Those are going out to Woofers McGee, Cutie8391, Jeff DeVries, Danny Cover, Tom Clayman, Charles Palmerloo, Tillo95, Spirit Bear, Isildur, and People's First Yukon, all getting free gifted memberships courtesy of Paragolfer Pro. The generosity coming in from Dustin Boydell. Can you believe that? That's crazy. What a fat dono. Thank you very much, Dustin. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Woofers McG, Cutie8391, Jeff DeVries, Danny Cover, Tom Clayman, Charles Pomerleau, Tillo9511, Spirit Bear, Isildur, and People's First Yukon, all getting free gift of memberships courtesy of Paragolfer Pro. That's crazy. Thank you very much, Dustin, for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. The Oilers are going to the power play because the Canucks are trash. Max Sasson getting his second penalty of the game, but the Canucks will move it out shorthanded, coming in offside. Oh, whoopsies. Tyler Myers a little bit too eager, coming in offside, putting the whole team offside. Dustin Boydell with the fat 10. Too much gray in chat. It's making me sad. This should help Trevor Linden. I appreciate you, Dustin. That's awesome. Dustin, hi! All right, plays back underway. Canucks win the draw and they'll slap it down the ice. Jari will stop it behind his net, spin it to the side for Ekholm, who plays it up for Rosovic, who puts it over for Savoy. Now he gets it back to the blue line for Nurse, over for Ekholm, back for Nurse, down the boards to the far side. Nurse high slot, fires it towards the front of the net, and Tolopilo makes a save, and he'll hang on to it with 13:31 left to go. I don't know how that clock got all whacked out. Power play clock is right? No, the power play clock is wrong too. WTF. There's 1:27 left to go on this power play. Dobby's a lucky boy, and he loves his mom and dad. He does, Neil Foster. He does. Is Besser playing? I haven't seen number 6 out there in a while. Huh. He is. Maybe not anymore. Maybe he's hurt. Let's have a look. Now he's been out there. He has been on the ice. He's had 3 shifts in the third period now. So he's there. All right, back to the bar. Oilers bring the puck into the Canucks zone. Are you guys watching all the Kane flybys? Yep. Jari, I don't want to get Howe down the stretch. Probably bench. Nah, keep Kane. Helps the tank. Yep. How can you tell if you are blocked? I don't think you can. How do you suppose we get off their no move? You bring in Mike Babcock, right? I don't think Mike Babcock's going to get hired, though. Adam Foote was brought in for the tank, and he's doing a marvelous job of it. Yes, Shannon was being a little sensitive, if you ask me. They can waive it. They better score already. I've already turned off the TV. Petey would waive it for Carolina or something. I don't know if he will. See people talking to someone but can't see the other person's responses. Yeah, if I put their message on the screen and you haven't seen it, that means that you have been blocked or you've blocked them. Katie, does matter that her mental health matters. If that helps her, great. Ooh, saved by Tolopilo. Oilers pick it back up. Ryan Janutu-Hopkins comes out, puts it down the boards for McDavid, who plays it out front. Ooh, and it gets just by Hyman. So the Canucks will kill off that power play. But the Oilers still control, putting it down the in front of the crease. Canucks cannot clear it. Now McDavid trying to play it out front. Over for Podkolzin. Puts it back to the blue line for Bouchard, who puts it down low there to the far side boards. Now the Oilers will put it in behind the net. That's intercepted by Tyler Myers. He tries to play it out, but that gets intercepted. Now DeBrusque gets muscled off the puck. Oh yeah, I forgot the games on TV. See Your Move Interactive. I actually really like Shannon. It is a shame she blocked me for having my opinions. Because Adam Foote benches all the young players when they do not play well. Yeah. Spear Bear's like, damn! And Prickfetty's like, Silver Fox, Silver Fox, Silver Fox. And Tillo's like, thanks for the membership. And then Big Mac's like, Dusty hype. And then Zach's like, wow. And then Gary Wiseman's like, holy cow, Paragolfer Pro. And he's waving at him. Why is everyone sad? Because we're losing. It still sucks to lose. Coach Rob Lilly, hi! Life's short. Nice pair of golf pros, says Michelle. Dusty coming in bigger than anyone in black jersey tonight, on the ice tonight. That is absolutely true. Oh, the puck is out of the reach for Atu Ratu. Edmonton's up to 31 shots now. KJ Brazy 604. Puck off! Smile. Bud Dusty Dono. Pair golfer. Wow! Colin or anyone Shannon blocked. She has her reasons. Yep. Anyone can block anyone. For some reason, I highly doubt that we be up 6 if Leon was in the lineup. Laugh out loud. You don't think you'd be up 6? You think you'd be worse with Drysdale in the lineup? It'd probably be 12-0 if he was in the lineup. Carl Alvin 99 Charlie, I'd rather not. I hope we get shut out. We need someone to throw a jersey on the ice. I'm going to make like cheese dip. Have a great day, night, everyone. Russ, sorry for the ass beating. I'm going to be lazy and write tomorrow. Sounds good, dude. That sounds like have some cheese and dip. And then like be lazy and read. That sounds wonderful. Major General. Rusty, Dusty. Well, somehow the Canucks are almost even with the Oilers for shots. Isn't it weird? Oh, puck out front. The Canucks chop it just past Comp. Puts it past the far post and wide. Oilers come out now 3-on-2. Firing it towards the front of that. Tolopilo makes the save. And then the Canucks will clear out the front of the net. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Here we go. Stop the clock. 9:18 left to go in this drubbing. Calm down, Shannon. Okay, just ignore people when you feel like it, okay? Evelyn, 5-2, shorthanded goal. Woo! We should try and find a feed for that game, eh? For the River Kings. Bye, Duncan, says Tillo. Thank you for the member, Dusty, says Bobby. I feel like I see 3 or 4 Oilers fans in the building. Haha! 3/4? Yeah, Janias, that's because all the Canucks fans have now left the building. It's now a home game. It may be played in Vancouver right now, but it is officially a home game for the Oilers. Major says, Paragraph for Pro, thank you! And then Awesome Evelyn says, a HMS fangirl. And then Major's like, go, 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 go. And then Michael Chow's like, imagine if Tolopilo scored a goal tonight. Can you imagine? Ha ha ha! And then Spirit Bear's just like, go, 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 go. JK. And then Isildur's like, the thought of a black flying skate thrown on the ice is tragic. Oh, get the paper bags and pinatas. Why can't goalies be captains? It's an NHL rule because they're the ones who have to go like talk to the refs and stuff like that. So that's why when the Canucks made Luongo the captain, it was like an unofficial captaincy. He wasn't even allowed to wear a C on his jersey, which is dumb. WTF, the PPA clock? Ha 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 ha. Spirit Bear, not funny. Cause goalies are weird. That might be. Lou was, but got stripped. Yep. And then it went to Henrik after that, I believe, right? Calvin 99 Charlie, they have to leave their goal all the time to talk to the refs. Yep. Fangirl, please tell Shannon I am sorry if I offended her. I have my reason. I want the tank. Shannon has the reason for us not to, and we can agree to disagree. Thank you. NHL rule says goalies can't be captains. Yeah. Spirit Bear's like, who scored? Nobody. If I remember correct, it's because it says so in the rule book. That's why Luongo couldn't be captain. Yeah. It's a ghost of Besser. Yeah, the ghost of Besser is in the game, not actual Besser. The Oilers' Roslovic is getting tossed out of the draw. Atu Ratu will try and win this against the replacement. He does. William pushes the puck back for Myers. Puck into the middle for Ratu. He skates up, passes it up to the blue line. But Ogren couldn't get the puck to eat. Puck will bounce back. Are they saying hand pass? I think they might be saying hand pass. Tyler Myers skating by Ekholm. What is happening? Was it a hand pass? Is that what they're saying? I don't know what's going on anymore. Goalies are just built different. That's why we love them. Yep. Is Myers going to the box? What the hell did Myers even do? Myers looks confused. Let's see a replay. Oh, he just cross-checked someone in the face. He just cross-checked Howard in the face, just out of the blue. The Canucks did not score, Bobby. But wasn't Blue captain for a short while? He was. But he wasn't officially recognized by the league as the captain. And that's why, Gary. Yeah, but got stripped. Oh, there's a power play. Yeah, the Oilers are on the power play now. Bouchard down low. Oilers put it right through the crease, and then Wallman puts it off the side of the net. He had a wide open net to shoot at and put it off the side instead like a fool. Why don't you gritty next time? His C was on his helmet. Yeah, correct. Has an armband. I had a band on his arm too. Ooh, okay. I remember he had the C on his mask. Yeah. Newstead Visuals, I'm here because misery loves company. What's up, Newstead Visuals? Nice to see you, huh? Huh? What are you doing under here, Dubby? What are you doing here? You're attacking my legs. Newstead Visuals in the house. Yeah, misery does love company. I love my tank commander, says Spirit Bear. Braden Coots, all I said was I'm happy, laugh out loud. And then Braden Coots is like, tank, tank, tank. And then Callum's like, tank, 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 Crystal. And then there's 1 minute left to go on the power play. Oilers pass across, one hand on the stick. Besser harassing his man. And then he'll take the rebound, play it up the blue line. Bouchard keeps it in for a moment. Can't get it cleared by Ratu. And then the Canucks will put it off the glass, takes a wonky bounce, and goes out into the neutral zone, all the way down into the Oilers zone. Keep foot for 5 years to Spirit Bear. Oh, that might be a bit long. Lou couldn't wear the C on his jersey, so he got one painted on his mask. Yep. I think the YouTube clip, then I was given the TO and had to use it to new handle, hence Sildor. I misspelled it and it worked. Huh. Jason Damskov. Well, we're playing for a draft pick. Go first round. Yep, absolutely, Jason. Got that right. Canucks are definitely playing for a higher draft pick right now. The Canucks have not had a single power play yet. That's pretty crazy. Oh, the Oilers power play is now over. So the Oilers are 1 for 4 on the power play. The Canucks have yet to score on get a power play. Not gonna lie, I stopped watching after the second. Yeah, that's what I said. Stop watching the games, guys. Just come and watch this stream. We can hang out together and just chat. What's your old handle? He had on his mask and the NHL didn't like they could see it. So they made him an armband to put on his arm. Huh. Watching the whole game. Nothing ethical about the tank these last few games. Nope. Team full of gutless, heartless pigs that aren't angry to be embarrassed like this. Yep. 5-3. Oh no, they're coming back. Ooh, as I mentioned it, no power play for the Canucks yet, and now they will get one. So the Canucks, as I mentioned it, I jinxed the Oilers, and the Canucks will get their first power play of the game with 6:14 left to go in the third period, a chance to break the shutout. And Jake Wallman puts it off. Oh, he put it off the post. Yeah, Pedersen getting high-sticked by Roslovic. Right in the mouth. That didn't look like it was fun. So yeah, the Canucks will get a 2-minute power play. No, they're trying hard. There were get what we get, but 13 can move up to number 5. I wouldn't mind moving up the draft. Bunch of soft check collecting losers, most overpaid sad core in the league. Our vets are all jokes. Whole team is full of losers and bums. 20-0 if Dry was playing. Hope all is okay with him though. Yeah, absolutely. Cal McKenzie, puck me gently. Not even an attempt to push back or physical response from our pick up our paycheck. Canucks so soft as the toilet paper the Oilers are using for tonight. I hate Dry. Guys, you petition though. Yep. Oh no, it's 5-4. Swear jar, says Evelyn. Michelle CD. On the other hand, games are usually closer when Dry is in the lineup, so maybe he was the problem all along. Ha ha ha. Nah. Yeah, Michael Chow. Yeah, probably not. Aside from Mancini and Gar, not a dog on the bench. True. What's our goal song? I can't even remember. It's been so long since I've heard our goal song. I'm sure Foot has a dog. The dog probably hates him. Back had to get myself ready to go in my bed and walk the dog. Laugh out loud. The real Eric Hunter. Holy crap! Just got home. What another blowout. Yep, Eric. It has not been going well. I hope your company event went better. I've got hiccups now. Glad to see nothing happened. You walk your dog in bed? All right. Canucks do not win the draw. So the Oilers will dump the puck down the ice. NHL has a rule that goalies can't cross center. Yeah. How many laps in bed? That would be a lot of laps. Gary Wiseman. OEL has more points than any Canucks players. Laugh out loud. Pedersen brings it over, plays it through his own legs to himself. Down the boards, back to the blue line. Booyam skates to the middle of the ice, dishes down for Petey. Petey puts it down low there. And then DeBrusque jams it at the side of the net. Jari makes a save, and then the rebound comes back to Jari in the crease, and he'll hang on to it. DeBrusque trying to bring the puck out front. Whoa, did Dusty pick out Ray Ferrau's jacket? I don't know. Is it tripping? Hello, Braden. Hi, Gary, says Braden Coots. That's why they fist a cuff at center. Jan Eyes McKay. Good night, Russ and Can't Nux crew. Hope you, for the best of the rest of the season, hope you win your next one. Having two Canadian teams lose 11 in a row in one season probably never happened. I bet you it has. There has been some bad teams in this league. It's not the losing, it's how acceptable it is with them. Yep. Ooh, and the Canucks put the puck towards the front of the net. And Jari will make another save. Nah. Know what's kind of funny in a way? US wants Denmark. Germany wants to defend Denmark, even though they was the first to do it. Now Canadians who liberated Denmark from Germans to fight alongside each other. Yep. Make the PP coach captain. I mean, Manny Malhotra has the Abbey Canucks with the 6th best power play in the whole league down there. Besser on the half boards, puts it down low for Carlson. Carlson brings it up front, gets a jam play, but a save there. And then a fan attempt to get it back to the blue line by Carlson. And the Edmonton Oilers will clear it all the way down the ice. Yeah, it's sad. But ride the wave! Goalie wraps goalie. Haha, we getting a penalty. Laugh out loud. Look at Montreal. That's a proper rebuild. Puck into the neutral zone. Oilers skated out. Kapanen looking for a hat trick. Puck rung around the boards. Comes back to Wallman on the blue line. He'll bring it back down the boards. And then Podkolzin puts it out front, but that's intercepted by Jake DeBrusque. If what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, Canucks fans got to be strongest mofos in the league. You think I got these muscles from working out? I got these muscles from watching Canucks hockey. Puck fired wide to the net. Garland picks it up. He puts it in the middle. Oh, and then Ogren makes a pass across for Kane, and the puck gets deflected out of play, and that'll do it. That's the end of the power play. Canucks go 0 for 1 on the power play now. I mean, getting upset for someone's opinions. Chaos Giraffe activate. 2 minutes for being too tall. Laugh out loud, JK. Just a small cross check. We need a proper explanation. Look at that. Sup, strong? Cosmic Dragon, we need to make sure we acquire players with some balls and spine to put in the rebuild. Yep. Let's all be happy. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't worry. What in God's green earth is happening in my Google Drive? There we go. Holy shit, that was annoying. You guys want to see? You guys want to see what looks like a proper captain? Watch this. This is from the Abbey Canucks game yesterday, all right? Look at this. Chase Wouters, number 21, drags a man out of the pile. The captain of the team drops the gloves. Throwing haymakers, taking him down. This is the kind of thing we need in the Canucks world. See? That's how it should go. That is a proper captain, Chase Wouters. Let's bring him up. Let's bring him up. I thought I wanted to show you guys that. That's Chase Wouters fighting last night in the Abbey game. Braden Coots, if you've been a fan since the 70s and 80s, this is actually closer to Canucks natural condition. Yep. Oilers bring it back out into the Canucks zone. Puck back to the blue line, gets by the man on the one-timer. He misses. A swing and a miss. Puck comes all the way back down. Emberson picks it up there. He plays it up to his blue line for Mangiapane. Mangiapane passes up, intercepted, then he'll skate onto it. Knocks it into the Canucks zone. Oilers control. Puck into the slot. Kane skates over. Puts the puck across. Gets deflected away. Kampf gets it down low. Garland throws it in front. Bouillon has it deflect off of him and out to the neutral zone. Chats and cheers smile. Chat and cry sobs. Learn the rules. Canucks finally got a PP. Drew O'Connor in the corner, spinning down the boards. Now back up the boards. He tries to pass. Ends up deflecting. Picked up by Bouillon. Bouillon spins just inside the blue line. Skates down to the goal line. Puts the puck into the middle. Drew O'Connor gets a shot off. Jari makes a kick save. Nursey's back. 20 with a $5 donut to say, go, Oil, go! And he's got Tank Commander foot there. Oh, that's so funny. Nursey's back. Thank you very much for the $5 dono. I appreciate you, my dude. Thank you very much for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. And that is a hilarious picture you have for your profile picture now. That's very funny. Gotta keep them separated. Do. Is my mic muted? Can you not hear me? Have I been muted this whole time? What's going on? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Call him up. I know. I was thinking the same thing. Maybe we just bring him up because he can actually teach this team how to have some heart, some passion in their bones. Attaboy, Waters. Abby. Oh, captain, my captain. We aren't going to lose all the remaining games, just like no team has gone 82-0. Correct. Abby. And then New said visuals like, can we get Zadorov back? Minute 30 left to go in this disgusting display of hockey. Boo. Oh, enough with Zadorov. He's gone and never coming back. Yo, where are the boos? Team deserves to be booed heavily tonight. Nothing. No boos. Everyone's just accepted their fate. 1 minute left to go in this game. Atu through the neutral zone. He'll dump it deep. I appreciate you. Nursey's back. Oh, no. Evelyn, how did they come back? 5-5. Oh, no. Tyler Myers picks up the puck, plays it to the middle. Max Sassone dishes to the side. He gets the return pass, cuts to the front, fires it towards the front of the net. Jari stops it, deflects it to the corner. Puck out. Picked up by Vilander. He chops it. Not out, though, up to the blue line. And now Connor Garland with 13 seconds left. He'll cut across the blue line. 5 Oilers back in their zone. Only 3 Canucks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Tank, 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 baby, tank. Well, that was worth the 2 minutes here, Russ. Thank you, Brett McKenzie. I got you, my dude. We're just out here messing around now. Game over, game over, game over. I wonder what he says. He's saying confessing is he is a gay man emotionally, but mic's off. Can you guys not hear me right now? What's going on? I'm so confused. Blink if you can hear me. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? And we got shut out. It's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. Yeah, Garland's not going to kill himself if no one else is. Yep. Nothing is perfect. Abducted me. What do you mean? And then Calvin's like, tank, tank, tank. Are you on mute? Can you not hear me? Is that what's going on? Okay, Sweet Identity can hear me. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. No, you can hear me. You're all just screwing with me. All right, let's get Dustin on the line. Oh, Dustin, he's got so many jerseys. He's got another one to show you. We got to do something to distract you from the Canucks' terrible play. So here we go with Dustin, and got to hear what he's got to say.
That was a game the Canucks played and they lost. Oh my God,
Holy.
man. That second period was something else. I just, again, there are ways to lose the right way, and it's just so bad. I mean, it's a mix of the young guys now looking like they don't know where the hell to be. You got the old guys looking like they don't know where to be. Marcus Pettersson burned twice tonight. Zeev Bouillon burned twice tonight. I mean, it's just like, come on.
It's insanity.
Like, it's so poorly coached. And I mean, Pettersson's trying to cover for Mancini when he's in deep, and it's not usually the centerman's job to cover the D-man, but okay. I guess that's probably why Ogren got benched or moved down the lineup, maybe, is that play specifically, that goal, that first Kapanen goal. But my God, that was a stanky game for everyone in the lineup. I mean, I can't say it was bad for Dolabilo because he really didn't have a hope in hell. He was just left out to dry. I mean, the poor guy didn't even expect to be starting tonight. Lankinen out with whatever virus is going around the entire NHL, because there was, I mean, it's I think Chicago maybe brought it into town because they were sick when they got here, and maybe they left it as a present, but my goodness, it continues to linger and hit different guys, and so I guess Lankinen was okay, but clearly not good enough to go into this game. So it's brutal.
The 6
it's
goals
brutal, man.
scored
I just
by
want someone to like
Podkolzin,
show
too.
a little bit of pride.
The pain of being a Canucks fan when Podkolzin comes back to bite in the ass, but, you know, just a little bit more on it, right? An unassisted goal by Podsy, and he had a big smile on his face. And then everyone's like, it's really quiet, and that's like because this has turned into a home game for the Oilers. There was literally no Canucks fans left in that stadium.
There was a lot of orange jerseys from start to finish in that stadium, man.
Yeah, there's nothing really good to say about this team. Adam Foote looked like he had no idea what he was doing out there. The line juggling again, like, what's the point of putting together new lines if you're just going to change them after 3 seconds? What's the point of putting together new lines every single game?
I don't know. And don't play young guys on their offhand. Like, just play them on their strong side because that's where they're going to develop the best. And when they're, a little bit older, maybe they want to try playing the offside when they, can recover from a mistake or two. But the way they're doing it right now is just so frustrating.
Can you imagine how much worse this would be if they had Draisaitl too?
Oh man, I mean, and you saw as soon as they took. I mean, the first goal just sent everything a domino effect, right? Like, I get why it was called a goal. Sasan making the contact, kind of pushing Lazar towards Tolopilo, but Lazar did step onto Tolopilo's skate, but it's just, I mean, I don't care. The goal went in and we got the PK for the tank, right? So, this one I just kind of wanted to win a bit because we got beat so badly last Saturday. Winnipeg got a point tonight, and Nashville beat Colorado last night. Calgary won today, so we had, and even New York won. So the Rangers, so we had a bit of a cushion. But hey, it doesn't hurt to lose another one. I just don't like the way that we're losing, right? Like that's what's frustrating me a little.
Dude, like, I mean,
Once
I
we're
was joking around about it. Like,
once we're mathematically eliminated, just get rid of Foote and bring in Manny. Like once we are once we have last sealed up, just make the change because I can't. Oh, I can't, man. It's so bad.
I've got Waters fighting below us right now instead of them having to think about the Vancouver Canucks. So I've got Chase Wouters getting into a scrap last night at the San Diego game. So maybe
Well, I mean, you pretty much covered the highlight of the game, right?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic Canucks, right? Like I mean, it's one of those things too. Like if we're talking about the AHL, like the people who are making the calls on what's a shot and what's not a shot, San Diego is one of those stadiums where, like, oh my God, if they even, like, if the player thinks about making a shot, they get a shot. So first period, they were outshot. Second period, they outshot. Finally, in the third period, the Abbotsford Canucks can outshoot them. That took the Gulls essentially just stopping trying because they were trying to defend their 1-goal lead. But yeah, not a pretty game last night for the Abbey Canucks either. But I mean, again, they were in that game. They do have a bit of a more veteran lineup in last night, but still against a team that is pretty stacked because they are the Anaheim Ducks farm team. They got a lot of weapons down there and a really, really powerful top line. So a tough task, but to keep them to just 1 goal against and only lose 1-0, you're going to have to give some props to the Abbey Canucks for that, I think.
Yeah, and they've been on a pretty good run here, and you're going to lose one here or there. They did manage to win the first one against San Diego, so we'll take it, right? And they're getting healthier. They're getting some veterans back, and so, losing 1-0, it's just a tough game, right? You couldn't get one by their goalie. They managed to sneak one by Patera, who has been playing incredibly right now. With all the injuries to goaltending in this organization and with people sick. So kudos to him. Yeah, just a 1-0 loss for those Abbotsford Canucks against San Diego Gulls last night.
Yeah, and I've already shown the highlight. But, I mean, Chase Wouters is also on a bit of a tear. So maybe I think I don't think he has any kind of like NHL contract. Like he's an AHL contract. So they'd probably have to sign him to like a PTO, but it would be fun to just have him come up and be like, hey guys, this is how you show passion in a game.
Absolutely.
The PWHL news, the Golden Eyes had Sarah Nurse back in the lineup too, so they were playing over in Toronto. It was an earlier game. Unfortunately, they do end up losing 2-1 in the overtime period, but Sarah Nurse does score in the second period, her second of the season. She scored in the first game, the first ever goal for the franchise, and then she scores in her first game back from injury. And then Nina Jobst-Smith, who's playing for Germany at the Olympics, got her first point as a member of the Golden Eyes too, so that was fun to see. And I think Sydney Baird, I think this is her first assist on the Sarah Nurse goal as well. A nice tip in front, but like I said, Daryl Watts scoring in the extra period. So the Golden Eyes do get a point out of it, so they have moved temporarily out of last place in the standings. Unfortunately, the Seattle Torn are 10 games played. The Vancouver Golden Eyes are 13 games played, so the Seattle Torn have 9 points that possibly they could pick up against. And it's crazy too. The Torn have only played 10 games. Montreal's played 11, but the Scepters, the Charge, and the Golden Eyes have all played 13 games. So a bit of uneven scheduling with a league that I think they only play around like 20 plus games, just a little bit over 20 games in their season. So a little bit uneven in the standings right now, but it is very good to see Sarah Nurse back in the lineup, and they do play again against the Toronto Scepters in their next game coming up pretty quick here. So it'll be a quick turnaround for the Golden Eyes to see if they can get some revenge against. Hannah Miller, also a center for the Golden Eyes, had a really good chance to on the breakaway, wasn't able to finish it off, but it was good to see. We actually have 2 legit centers now for this team, so hopefully in the next game, let me just double check here.
Wouldn't that be nice?
2 legit centers, wouldn't that be nice? The next game coming up is on Thursday. It is a 7:00 game Thursday night, and they're playing against the Scepters again, so chance to get it back, but hashtag at least they got a point.
At least they got a point.
No hat tricks for the Oilers, so we'll take that as a win too. You had 2 guys who were looking at it. You had Roslovic and Kapanen, both with the ability to get a hat trick. But still just shocking, right? Like 6 goals in a single period. Like, how often do you see a team give up 6 goals in a single period?
Almost never. I mean, it's pretty rare. Especially to give them up as quickly that the Canucks did. It wasn't like it was like spread out. It was pretty much just it felt rapid. It felt rapid, and it felt like a breakdown, and I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say about it. It's just, it was a poorly played game. They lost. They got what they deserved in that second period, and we just chalk it up that we're moving closer to that, 3rd overall pick.
When you
right?
think about it too, right? You think about it. So like first goal, they challenged, and it was kind of like, I thought it should have been goaltender interference, right? Regardless of the fact
I thought so too,
right,
but I can see why it wasn't.
And then the Zach Hyman goal on the power play, which wasn't even the power play that they got for the non goaltender interference call. They got another power play because Myers just randomly did that. Zach Hyman getting the luckiest goal of his career because he banked it off both Marcus Pettersson and Hronek. So I don't know how they put there's 2, Evan Bouchard and Connor McDavid both get an assist on the goal, even though it goes off 2 Canucks. So who knows why they get that. Connor McDavid getting his 53rd assist of the game. And then that's where, so the 2 first goals, whatever. Unlucky, didn't get the call on the goaltender interference, had the double bank shot. And then, but that's where the luck ends, where it was like, oh, that was just unlucky. No, the rest of it was just poor defensive coverage, like really, really bad. Like Kasperi Kapanen just blows by Vilander, right? And Petey, who's acting as defenseman, goes right between them, goes down the ice, scores the goal on the breakaway. Can't fault Total Appeal on that one. And then the next Jack Roslovic goal, again, what is this defensive coverage on this goal? Right? Bouillon just loses his man. Who are you looking at, bro? 28 just skates
Yeah.
right to the front of the net.
Yeah. I mean, he's maybe thinking the wide guy, the back door, but yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I can't be mad about it. Like your kids are gonna make mistakes, but like at the end of the day, sometimes the mistakes are because of the system that we're running. And when two guys are bearing down, and you play a man on man, and you're looking at two guys, is like, which man is my man? So especially when you're coming from probably the majority of teams in this league play more of a zone style defense. It's an adjustment. And there's moments when you look at the young guys that are sitting on the bench and they look dumbfounded. They just look lost. And Booyam, when he got burned on the second time, he did, slap the stick on the ice in frustration, went to the bench, but just looked like dead-eyed, like lost. Like, I don't know where to be out there, and I'm pissed off.
Do you think the Canucks can let Adam Foote coach this team all the way to the end of the season? Like, is that something they can allow to happen? Because like you said, this is going to start affecting the ability of these young players to have any confidence or any semblance of understanding about what the hell they're supposed to be doing.
Well, and that's where I get concerned, right? Like, I'd rather them send them all down to the minors and just run a skeleton crew for the rest of the season up here. Call up some other guys that can just, call up some of the old guys like LeBate and that, and just let them take us home to the last place. I don't think it's, at some point you have to be cautious of it being detrimental to the young players, because they're the future of the team. And when there's such a lack of a system offensively, I mean, these guys can't cycle the puck and get it to the middle to save their life. It's like watching 90s hockey. The dead puck era, when there was obstruction holding and obstruction hooking galore, and you couldn't get any space if you tried. But there's lots of space out there. You just have to skate into it and take it. They have basically no cycle at all, and they have probably little to no shots from the slot area.
So they have officially tied the fourth longest winless streak in franchise history that the Canucks as an organization have done. How many times is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times before they've gone 10 games without a win. They did it 3 times in 85, 86. So thank God we're not, we weren't, I was only 1 at the time. And then the dark years of Messier. Mark Messier had 2 10-game winless streaks as captain. So, we're right in the darkest era. Like, is there a darker era than when Mark Messier was the captain of this team?
It could be right now. Like, I can't see the way they are coached and the way these players look like they've given up. I can't see them winning another game this season.
Well, that's the thing, is like, to start the year, they were still losing like the majority of their games. Like, they had only 4, like they still only have 4 wins on home ice, right? Like, am I crazy when they still only have bad. 4 wins on home ice, right? 4, 13, and 3 on home ice. And but before they went on the road trip, they were now 12, 14, and 2. They were 12 and 8 and 2 before that road trip. So I saw a tweet like, oh no, we got 8 home games in a row. The majority of our games are at home. It does not matter whether they are home or away now. They're just trash. They're minus 50 for goals. They're like by far the worst team when it comes to goals for, goals against, right? The only team that comes close is the St. Louis Blues, and they're an absolute tire fire as well, right? It's just bad.
It's just bad.
Yep.
It's just all around bad.
They
just need to start chopping off the limbs, like as quick as possible and just get on with it.
So,
like, they're going nowhere fast. Move the veterans. Move Myers. Like, I'm sick of this. Like, if he's not gonna waive his no trade clause and he wants to stay here for his 2 years, he better sack up and start acting like a leader and grab somebody and throw some fists or something, or cross check somebody, show some pride for the jersey and a little bit of anger and show some leadership. Like,
Dustin, do you want me to make it worse?
No.
Okay, I'm going to do it anyways. They have also tied for the 4th longest losing streak, just straight up losses, because now it is now officially 7 just regulation losses in a row. So the longest losing streak in the history of the franchise is 10, which was also in the Messier years. If the Canucks, let's say the Canucks lose 3 more games in regulation, that would not only that would tie the record for the longest just losing streak in the history of the franchise, and it would also break the record for the longest losing streak in the history of the franchise. So now 3 more losses, and they are setting history as the worst records in the history of the Vancouver Canucks.
Well, and it's not like the schedule gets any easier. The Islanders coming into town. You got the Capitals coming into town. I mean, the Devils that are a bit of a disaster as well. So, I mean, we'll probably lose to them. No problem.
Yep.
Got Pittsburgh that's shockingly good this year because Crosby looks determined to make a final run at a cup in Pittsburgh. So, that's... I mean, we'll probably lose to them. You got Celebrini and the Electric Sharks coming in. Maybe the Ducks you can sneak a win past because they're just as awful and on a downward spiral. So, maybe they sneak one in against the Ducks, but then they're going to get thumped against the Leafs. And so it's like, where do they win?
Maybe. I would like in any other season, I would say they'll beat the Maple Leafs on Hockey Night in Canada, but we already had that song and dance, and it didn't go so well the first time. They lost 5-0 against the Maple Leafs on Hockey Night in Canada in Toronto, right? So,
yeah, I just don't see them winning again before the Olympic break.
Because then even the 2 games in February just before the Olympic break are the Utah Mammoth and the sorry, I was going to call them Fireborn Knights, which we haven't seen him in a little while because they haven't been great. But yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights, right? So, and
they're starting to get healthy
again,
too.
The Canucks have never beaten the Utah Hockey Club or Utah Mammoth, as they're now known. They have never, ever beaten them, and they've had like 6 attempts at it, right? So there is a very real possibility that you could see a Vancouver Canucks team that has like 10, 15 losses in a row, just straight up losses.
Well, and Utah just smoked Toronto 7-1, did they not?
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, and Vegas got Aiden Hill back, so they're getting healthy, and Marner seems to be hitting his stride now in Vegas and starting to rack the points up a little more. I mean, it's maybe they win 1 between now and the Olympic break, and it's against Anaheim, but I mean, they'll probably get shelled.
I mean, then I ask the question again. Let's say they do. Let's say they get up to 15 games without a win. How can you, and no matter what the situation is, how can you allow Foote to be the coach of this team if they get up like that, right?
That is the burning question.
Just hoping he quits, just like Talk Quit and Quit Hughes and JT Quitter. I'm coping.
You are. Trance would be all over you right now. Talkett's a great coach, man. Don't you talk bad about his boy Talkett.
Even though he lost to JT Quitter tonight.
Oh, man. The Philly fans and even the Philly media are kind of getting all over him.
Yeah.
They're all over him, man. He's even got his boys spitting chiclets trying to save his ass by saying all good stuff about them and trying to talk about Michkov on the show. And it's like, it's all like Bissonnette tweeted something the other day, Biz Nasty, that sounded like it was a text message from Talkett that he copy and pasted onto X. Like, it's like, they're getting fed this info.
Yeah, we just got a Gavin McKenna, Stenberg, Gavin McKenna, Stenberg, Stenberg, Gavin McKenna, Stenberg, Gavin McKenna.
Gavin McKenna with his first 2-goal game of the season for Penn State tonight. So he's got 2 goals and 4 assists in his 4 games back since the World Juniors. So, not bad at all. Sorry, 2 goals, 4 assists. Yeah,
If you have
6
not
points.
done it yet, I know Big Head Hockey just put out an amazing video breaking down the difference from what you're going to get between Gavin McKenna and Stenberg. So if you have any questions about them as players, make sure you go check it out because it is a great
That is a really good one.
Amazing, great one. It's probably the best one I've seen so far. And then even
Yep.
Diener HD did 2 videos. He's got one out about McKenna and one out about Stenberg. So it has, opened up my eyes a little bit about what you can get from Stenberg, what you can get from McKenna. They're kind of, the comparison he makes is like McKenna's kind of like a Kucherov kind of a player, like more of a perimeter, but a really good scorer.
Really smart, high hockey IQ.
Yeah. So, which he also says is weird. If people think it's weird to compare a Canadian to a Russian player, but that's the world we're living in now.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's a different NHL, right? Like all of these kids play elite level hockey. Most of them play their junior hockey in North America. The goals that Stenberg has been putting up at the age he is in the SHL, or just the points in general, is pretty incredible. Also, you watch that video from Big Head Hockey and he talks about how he drives harder to get the puck back and he moves the play differently than McKenna does. And, you want that kind of player. There's lots of talks about this draft. There's no generational players. So as talented as McKenna is, no one sees him as a generational player. He's not a Macklin Celebrini. He's not a Connor Bedard. He's not a Sidney Crosby. He's just a really, really, really good hockey player that he's not going to make your team worse, but there is that potential that he takes a long time to make your team better because he's not specifically a driver. He's that perimeter guy that waits for the game to kind of come to him. Is he talented? Absolutely. Does he have a great shot? 100%. But that drive level makes me nervous. You saw his defensive ability against Czechia and just kind of not great in his own end. When push comes to shove, he really only was good offensively against Denmark. Pretty much a non-factor for the rest of the tournament. He had lots of assists, but I just think Stenberg brings more to the table in the heart value. And, I don't see him as like a Peter Forsberg type, but maybe more of a Matt Sundin type of player in Stenberg that's going to be more physical, is going to go into the corners and can still beat you with a lot of offensive talent. So, and I'm not talking about Canucks Matt Sundin. I'm talking about Hall of Fame Matt Sundin that had his electric career for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I mean, that guy was a dog and a half. I think that's more of a comparison probably for Stenberg is Matt Sundin.
Canucks Twitter is claiming that Brock Besser played his 600th NHL game tonight. Did you see, was Brock Besser was he on the ice tonight?
Oh, well, I mean, he did have 2 hits apparently.
He had the second most ice time out of any forward on the ice. So 2 shots on net, 2 hits.
I don't know.
EP40 was a -4.
Yeah, Petey was trying to lower his trade value tonight. I think.
Was this DeBrusk's worst game as a Canuck?
DeBrusk played tonight?
Yeah, I know, right?
I did not even notice him on the ice.
Oh, and Linus
I didn't
Paulson,
notice him
our
on the
best
ice, man.
5-on-5 player, got 10 minutes and 21 seconds. So good job, Foot.
That's why tank commander, man.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Tank commander. He was making Petey better, so got to get him off that line.
Yep. Let's see what we got coming up. The Abbey Canucks are playing tomorrow, so they've got a Sunday earlier game. They're playing down in Coachella Valley against Firebirds, 5 p.m. game. So it is a team they are chasing in the standings. So that one is a big one for them. They got to start putting together some winning streak. But like I was chatting with Dave Hall about, the Abbey Canucks are on a 79, 80 point pace right now, which puts them right within what would be a playoff pace if they weren't so terrible in the first 17 games. So hopefully they can start putting some wins together there. They got the Golden Eyes. Next game is coming up on Thursday, like I said, against the Toronto Scepters. And the Vancouver Canucks, as you mentioned, are playing against the Islanders. Bo Horvat back in town. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure Bo Horvat will probably score against the crowd, against the Canucks. So that should be interesting. And then
is he back in the lineup already?
Let's double check.
He was injured for a bit there.
Yeah, you're probably right. He might still be hurt. They are listing him, but this is before the game has gotten started, so I will have to look at that. But either way, his heart will carry that team over, I think. Oh man, got a Sunday off to relax. At least my 49ers played well today, right?
There you go.
They didn't. They did nothing. They got blown
I
up.
know. No one we like plays well anymore, Russ. It's just get over it, man. Did you see that conspiracy theory about the 49ers practice facility being too close to a power plant, and that's why they have so many guys that get injuries?
Oh, I can believe that. It's the chemtrails, right? Too close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, yeah, it's just you guys lose such important players with such brutal injuries so often. It's unreal, man.
We had like $150 million sitting on the sidelines, right? We had more salary than the Canucks have in their entire team times 2 sitting on the sidelines, right? So
well, and it's gonna hurt you so much more in football, right? Like,
yeah,
superstar players are superstar players for a reason, and they can change the game with one play. So yeah,
yeah, our 2 best defensive players are out, right? Like the captain of the defense, and then our best sacker is out, and then Kittle's out, and yeah, so it is what it is. I will just enjoy watching the Seahawks get absolutely smashed next week because they played against a team that was absolutely injury riddled. So the fact that we even we made a push for the first overall in the whole damn conference, even with the amount of injuries they had, everyone should be very afraid of this team going into next year, because if we can get some guys back healthy, I'm gonna knock on wood a little bit on that. So Dustin, is there anything you want to say?
Are you the voodoo doll?
I might be the voodoo doll. I might have been.
Are you the voodoo doll?
I might have been a terrible person in my past life.
Both your teams are injury riddled.
Can you imagine what it's like being me? Literally, my 2 favorite teams have more injuries than any other teams in their entire leagues, bro. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. We might just have to change over to a full Abbey Canucks stream. Like, we'll just skip all the Canucks game and then just only broadcast the Abbey games.
Yeah, and we'll make the Vancouver Canucks Matt Damon.
Yeah.
They can wait.
If the Canucks, okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is what I'll say. You heard it here. If the Canucks can break their record for most losses in a row, which is 10, and so if they get 11 losses in a row, so they need 4 more losses in a row, that will also break the record for the longest winless streak. If they do both of those, we're going to switch over and become an Abbey Canucks stream, because it'll just be not even worth watching these Canucks games anymore.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm here for it.
Dustin, is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
Another successful loss for the Tank. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for being here with us, guys. We appreciate it. It's not going to be a fun rest of the season, but we are going to survive, because we are going to survive together. What on earth is that Kubrick stare there, Russ? Oh, my Lord. All I do is look up and just see, it just giving me the all work and no play makes Rusty a dull boy up there. Holy. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh no! Oh, we love you guys and appreciate you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you all on Monday. And Russ, enjoy your Sunday. We will talk to you soon, my dude.
Cheers, brother. Enjoy your Sunday off. Say hi to the wife and the kid for me.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox, stopping by. Win or loss, it doesn't matter. He's always here to give us all the information that we need about how bad the Canucks are. So yes, look at this, guys. Look at this. If the Canucks lose 4 more games in a row, so let's have a quick look. Islanders, Washington, New Jersey, and Pittsburgh. Those are all losable games, right? We're the 32nd team. Of course, they're losable. If we do that, they will break the record for most winless streak. So that'll be 14 games without a win. And then the team record for most losses in a row is 10 as well. So that would put them at 11. Oh, no. Yeah, 11 losses in a row because they are now 7 regulation losses in a row. So they could theoretically beat both of the franchise's worst records on this streak here. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild stuff, guys. Oh. All right. I ended the poll question too, by the way. And it was, can the Canucks break the shutout? 50% of you were correct. You said nope. 22% of you were said yup. And then 21% of you were uncontrollably laughing and crying. And then 7% of you said maybe. Let's have a look at the fan funding too. Because for some reason you guys were still donating tonight. So Connor Cahill with the $2 dono to get the donation started. My favorite number 92 gets on the top line, baby, and then immediately got removed. It didn't last long. So thank you for the $2 dono. And then another $2 dono to say Dusty showing his flabby muscles under the sleeves. And then you donate another $2 to say, love you, Dusty. It was just teasing. 92 for the win. Hashtag. And then Major General says, go Coilers. And he started melting because he couldn't handle it. And then while we're still going, I'm doing the fan funding. And then Sherwood Shoulders shows up. Wendy says, Rusty and Dusty rocks. Oh, yeah, you guys can see this on the screen anyways. Yeah, there it goes. So, yeah, thank you very much, Sherwood Shoulders. I appreciate it. That's very generous. $20 into the chat, into Dobby's college education fund. So I appreciate you very much, my dude. That's very generous. I hope Australia is beautiful today. I'm sure it's probably nice and sunny. Okay, let's see what time it is there for you. So you're probably, it's like, is it like midnight for you? Oh, no. It's like the afternoon. So it's like 5 o'clock there for you or something, eh? Must be beautiful. Nice evening. Nice to see you, Sherwood Shoulders. I appreciate you very much. That's very generous of you. A $20 dono. Let's scroll up here. Major General with the gifted membership. And then Reverse Tank Inverse memberships. Yep, so he started donating. Thank you for the $2 dono. I appreciate you, Major. And then he donates for the second Oilers goal. And then Shannon with a $10 dono, donating to Dobby's treat fund. Russ, please put this towards treats for Dobby's so he does not starve for me and Coach Rob and Charlie. Meow. And then Major with another gifted membership. And then Oh My Lord using his monthly membership message to say EP40 has to go. And then Oh My Lord, I think I missed this one. Oh My Lord, I'm sorry. Is this a lemon? Oh, that is, thank you very much, Oh My Lord. I missed this one. I apologize. Celebrate their 20th super on a live stream. This is your 20th super on a live stream. That's crazy, Oh My Lord. Thank you very much. Look at this cute little lemon. And then there's 2 more donos there for Major General. And then Paragolfer Pro dropped 10 gifted memberships in the chat. And then Nursey is back 20. He said, oh, go Oil, go. And then as you guys saw, we did see Sherwood Shoulders drop 20 into the chat. So thank you, Oh My Lord. If you're still here, I appreciate you very much. I didn't even see that one originally. So I'm glad I went through this. So, oh my Lord, I appreciate my dude. I'm sorry I missed that one. Oh, thank you everyone who donated tonight. 6 Oilers goals. Okay, let's get 6. I'm just gonna do this right now because you guys need some joy in your life. Come here, Dumberton. Oh yes, you sweet little monkey. Oh yes. Look at this little squishy boy, huh? Hello. How are you today, Dubby? Not so good because the Canucks are trash? Okay, well, let's raise your spirits and feed you some tasty treats. There's number 1. We're going to feed you for the Oilers goals because the Canucks didn't score any. There's 2 for you. Oh, yes, he loves these ones. Oh, yes, there you go. Another one for you. Oh, what a sweet young man. Oh, yes. And then there's another one. There's number 4. Oh, yes. Oh, what a nice boy, huh? Then there's number 5. Number 5 for Dobby. And then there's number 6 for Dobberton. Oh, yes, Dobby. And then there's the little chunk of just like a little piece. It's not a full treat, but we're going to give it to him anyways. Yes. Oh, what a sweet boy you are, huh? Oh, look at him. He's such a chill bro, huh? Look at him just hanging out. Yeah, look at you. Everyone loves you more than the Canucks because the Canucks are trash. And sometimes you're a trash panda because you like to scrounge around the house. But right now you are very sweet. This is how for anyone who's a member and saw the picture, Dobby was having a nap on me yesterday. Oh, he is such a nice boy, huh? Oh, yes, Dobby. Oh, let's give you a nice close look at the screen, huh? Oh, yes, Dobby. Say hello to all the people out there on the internet. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? No, you don't want to give me a kiss? Oh, my goodness. Philly's number 16 in the draft. I watched the video from Big Head. Yeah, it was a good one, AKJ. Dropping fast. Reason I want Stenberg over Ivor McKenna. Utah's moving up. Seattle, the wild cards bridesmaids. We need drivers. So did Petey when we got him first? Hang on a second here. It's gotten so big. Look at how big Trevor Linden is. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna make him normal size again. Okay, time for bed for me. Early start tomorrow. It's been fun to see you next stream. Good night. See it. Nice to see you, Michelle. I am happy Van and Winnipeg are highly likely getting those 2 great players. Cosmic Dragon, I am one of the worst when it comes to bitching about there being too many Swedes on the team. I'd take Stenberg over McKenna. That's a big praise then, too, coming from you there, Cosmic. Spirit Bear, Stenberg is a driver. Yeah. Reminds me of Patrick Laine and Austin Matthews, Winnipeg versus Toronto in that case. McKenna just doesn't care. Yeah, he's a rich kid, right? And then Stenberg comes from small town in Sweden. Just turn the Canucks into the Swedish national team West. Yes, right, Cosmic Dragon. Laugh out loud. The captain in Toronto, Matt Sundin. This guy right here, Matt Sundin. Captain. Get him that puck, laugh out loud. This one? We're going to get him this one? I don't know why I'm eating the puck. I'm losing it. Hey, Sildor, you turned your gifted sub, turn on your gifted sub, laugh out loud. I just noticed. He did. Come on, Bandicoot. That's the only way out. Another under minus 50. Keep sniping. Ah, yes, that's baited me. And I got join ops. Learn the rules. Now you're stuck with me 30 days in the hole. WTF, laughing and crying. Did the Bills win? The Bills did not win. They lost in by a field goal, I believe. Was it overtime? Spirit Bear, no. Oh, hey, where did you hear that from the podcast where they were talking about theories as to why the Canucks start right now? You guys played that a few streams ago. Oh, yeah, that was from Halford and Bruff. And that was us quoting our... We were thinking they were quoting us, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I like to kick off return for TD tonight. 97 yards. Wow. Time for some bong rips. Dusty, I'm a huge Seahawks fan. Need a number 13 emoji for the not as good group of tank commanders. Colin, a football field is 100 yards. You mean to tell me they almost ran the entire football field? Yes. The Canucks are toast, says James T. Kirk. Yep. It's Sildor. It's in the books, Captain. Laughing and crying, says KJ. Dusty is evil. Ha ha! Russ, if I had the money, I would bet with you on the Seahawks win next week, especially if they play the Bears. I'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow in the games. Rusty and Dusty, Rusty and Dusty. Red rum, 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 red rum. Go away, Lloyd. Rusty. Hello, Aquilini. Enjoys the spoils. Cheers. Calvin, yes, I caught the ball on the 3-yard line and took it to the house. Yep. Russ making his thumbnail pose are hilarious. Laugh out loud. It was the first play of the game, and a minute later, it was 10-0. Man, makes it look like the flabby arms. I wonder if Sherwood Shoulders will still be here after he gets traded. He might have to go. No, I don't know, man. Is he more of a Sherwood fan or more of a Canucks fan? After awfully recovery, awful bull recovery, a fumble recovery. There we go. Oops, there it is. The tank, that is. Rip, even worse, off a fumble. Laugh out loud. The TD was off the kickoff. The field goal was a minute later off a fumble. That's a great start, eh? Wouldn't be as bad if it was off a set play. Laugh out loud. Tank. Oh shit, now I understand. That's bad, Colin. Laugh out loud. Joy, joy, joy. Woof, woof. Calvin is gray. Yeah, Calvin is gray. What's up with that? The game reminded me of the Super Bowl win for the Seahawks in 2013. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy. Nice, nice. I really don't want football. I really don't watch football. Too slow for my ADHD. Laugh out loud. Fair enough. 6. Ha, 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 ha. Plus a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Watch. Seahawks won 41-6 tonight. Whoops. He ain't a lemon. Big Trevor Linden, big Trevor Linden, big Trevor Linden, big Trevor Linden! Trevor, 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 Trevor. I think, therefore I am. There we go. That's better. Now he goes right to the bottom of the screen. Yeah, KJ, unfortunately, I will be until Wednesday on Friday. That's what she said, says Spirit Bear. I think the Super Bowl win in 2013 was 44-4 or something like that, Seahawks. Looks like he has the lemony scent with that shine. It's gotten so big, that's what she said. Swerving, laugh out loud, says Colin. Yeah. McKenna is a cake eater. Silver thumbs up. Duh, Bears. Deja vu. Doubles. I remember Sean Alexander now. I was behind 15 seconds. Calvin went time traveling. Marty! He means trade away Sherwood, but keep Sherwood shoulders. Yes, we need to trade away Sherwood and keep Sherwood shoulders. Is that right? Yeah. Nice suit. I know, right? Trevor Lynn's a classy guy. Okay, guys. That was a bit of a beating. I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't paying much attention to the game after a bit there, which is totally acceptable, right? Because it got a little tough to watch. Well, at least we got to watch Connor McDavid get punched in the face by a couple of Canucks players to end things off. Hey, Trev, you're in the way, dog. Excuse me, Trevor. Thanks for the stream. No way I would have sat through all that. Sorry, Russ. What was the podcast or whatever that was? I want to go watch Laugh Out Loud. It was the Halford and Bruff show. Do you have Swerven's info? Swerven can send it to you. Yeah, brutal watch. It's a wrap. Yeah, it is. Okay, we will be live again on Monday. It is the Vancouver Canucks versus the New York Islanders. So maybe Fisherman Islanders will show up. And then we're also going to be live on Tuesday for the Be a Pro stream because we haven't done that in a little while. So we'll do that too. But until Monday, remember everyone, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And make sure that you make good choices.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight? Doing good? Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
Yeah. We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You'll love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We are very happy to welcome Brandon Assel to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We are pleased to welcome to the show Canuckland.
It's right.